watch that later. I'll watch that later. God, I forget the camera's there and I get a big old glimpse in my head. Here. 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 And here. Yep. Yep.
back at me once. I ain't doing it again. But they gave them.
It's for three. You betcha.
The pass to Miller outside three. Good. Big block by Olsen.
Fryer in the paint. Now to Holzer. Left corner three. Bang! Bang! Oh!
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Well, good evening, everybody. I'm Leaf Bakken. Glad to have the play-by-play action for you here on KRJM 101.5, along with yourliveevent.com. Yeah, it's on both, and we're glad to have you along for it. We're at the Waubun site as the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds have invited the fertile Beltrami Falcons to come play some girls basketball in Minnesota basketball. Couple of things to keep in mind that I'm keep trying to remind myself as I grabbed all four of my colored pens and then remembered that Minnesota is a halves state. So I've been doing a lot of North Dakota basketball lately, and so I got to get back into the groove of these halves. We're going to be talking a little bit here in our Hoban's Plumbing and Heating pregame show. We're going to visit with the coaches. We're going to talk about our two teams, talk about their records and everything, all right here on yourliveevent.com and KRJM Gold 101.5 FM. I'll be coming right back with the pregame show. Don't go anywhere. We've got the Battle of the Birds. The Thunderbirds have invited the Falcons for some basketball in Minnesota.
For farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haaf, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
You may read articles that attempt to predict market conditions and returns, but these are impossible to predict. At Bighorn Financial Services, we work hard to educate our clients during the retirement planning process while providing you with a customized strategy that aims to suit your needs. We work hard to give you the confidence you need as you look to the future. Now is a great time to review your accounts, and we'd love to help you along the way. Call me, Kurt Fillion at Bighorn, to set up an appointment. 218-444-8894. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA and SIPC.
Welcome back on yourliveevent.com and KRJM 101.5 FM. I'm Leaf Bakken as we've got the action for you from Waubun, Minnesota. The Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds have invited the fertile Beltrami Falcons to play some basketball in Minnesota. And so we'll be getting underway with that in just a bit. This is the Hoban's Plumbing and Heating pregame show. Hoban's Plumbing and Heating for your plumbing and heating needs. Get a hold of Hoban's Plumbing and Heating as we take a look at the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds and talk a little bit about them. They are 9-3 overall for a record. They're 4-1 in the section and 5-2 in the conference. And we'll jump right to the Midwest Bank of Waubun pregame coaches interviews as I talked with Coach Zach Quall about his team. And yeah, listen in and you'll find out some of the hardships they're going through right now. Here, this is part of our Hoban's Plumbing and Heating pregame show. It's Midwest Bank of Waubun pregame coaches' comments. On yourliveevent.com and Gold 101.5 FM, KRJM, I'm Leaf Bakken, talking with head coach of the Thunderbirds from Mahnomen Waubun, Zach Quall. And Coach Quall, overall, you're 9-3 in the section, 4-1, conference 5-2, and just coming off a loss to Lake Park Audubon. And, 9-3, that's not too shabby. I mean, you got to be pretty happy about, that's a good win column.
Yeah, we're happy with our record so far. Obviously, we'd like it to be a little bit better. We're just trying to get better every day. Like I said, on Tuesday, we wish we would have been a little bit more competitive. Lake Park is a really good basketball team, but I don't think that they were 25 points better than us. We'd have liked to have a little bit better of a showing, and not to say that they're not better than us, but just didn't feel like 25 was the number that they were. So we're hoping to play a little bit better tonight. Our lineup would be a little bit different. We got bit by the COVID bug, and so we're just going to have some fun tonight at Letterbuck, and hopefully things turn out all right. We're going to have some young kids playing that haven't played a lot, and we're going to do some different things, and so we'll see.
You talk about, again, 64-39 loss against LPA. What do you want to leave behind on Tuesday and maybe pick up tonight?
defensive rebounding. I mean, we were so poor defensive rebounding. We gave up 27 offensive rebounds to Lake Park, which, in the grand scheme of things, that gives them 27 extra possessions, which gives them a chance to score 54 extra points if they put them all in. And obviously they didn't put them all in, but and then our shot distribution between us and them. I mean, they shot 74 times and we shot 53. So just a lack of possessions and giving them too many possessions really hurt us. They shot essentially the same field goal percentage as us, and I'm throwing a lot of numbers because I'm a math teacher, but they shot basically the same percentage as us. We just gave them 21 more shots to do it, and you can't do that. You got to be able to be one and done and stop teams on the defensive end and not give them extra possessions on the offensive rebound, and so hopefully we can do a little bit better at that tonight. We got a tough foul task again tonight because Fertle's big, especially down low. That's one thing that they're really good at is offensive rebound, so we got to really make sure that we're putting in the effort and making that a priority tonight. If otherwise, it could look like another one that it did on Tuesday, and we don't want that. So,
Coach, what do you kind of pride your team on? What are you guys really good at that teams need to be careful of?
We've always felt like, especially the last 2 years with our roster, that we're really quick baseline to baseline. Last year, we really were able to get out and transition on teams, and I think now after a couple of years we're scouted and people know that about us, and they get back on defense a lot better, and it's really hurt us. So I think, like I said, baseline to baseline, we think we're really quick and we can beat teams up the floor. There's some teams where we shouldn't try to do that against, and we get into a track meet, but it is who we are too, so we kind of just live and die by it a little bit. And Fertle's another one of those teams that they're good at that too. So we got to make sure while we're doing it, we're taking care of the basketball. That's going to be huge while we're taking care of the basketball while in transition, and but we like our speed and stuff like that, baseline to baseline. Not so much vertically, high up and down, but sideline, baseline to baseline. We like what we have. So.
Last thing for you is you said there's going to be some changes. We're going to see some younger players. Was there anybody you want us to watch for tonight? Anybody, especially on your live event side for folks to see, but me not seeing your team until now, who should I be watching for and calling names out?
You mean like someone that hasn't gotten a lot of run before this? Or
just, maybe you got some good shooters, maybe you got some good rebounders, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, for us to be successful tonight, we're going to have to rely on our two big scorers, Kendra and Elena. They're the ones that put the ball in the bucket for us a lot. I think Nevaeh Williams is one that, when she's on her game, she's a really, really great post player. So hopefully she's on her game tonight. We're going to need her just because, like I said, Fertle's so big. And then, Sophia Bly is a great defender for us, and hopefully she can continue that. And really, we probably need her to knock down a few more shots tonight than she's accustomed to just because of our roster change. And then, we've got a couple young kids in Savannah and Keiser and Bryn MacArthur that don't get a lot of playing time, and one of them's going to start tonight. So, if we can get something from them, anything from them, we'll be really happy with their performance tonight. And so, I named my whole roster basically tonight because we only have 6, and we pulled up some young kids just for an emergency situation. But hey, I mean, that's who we got tonight. So there's only 6 of us, so you might as well watch all of them.
Hey, sounds good, Coach. That's Coach Zach Quall of the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds. Best of luck tonight, Coach.
Perfect. Thanks, Leaf.
This is the Hoban's Plumbing and Heating pregame show. We'll be back with Coach Kelly Steeney after this.
When you're on your way to the lake for a day of fishing, no matter what season it is, you need to stop by Bones 113 Bait and Tackle on Highway 113 east of Waubun. Bones carries a great supply of live, fresh bait. He has all of the fishing supplies and tackle you need to be successful on the water. Bones also has grocery items, gas at the pump, off sale, and so much more. Stop by on your way to the lake. Bones 113 Bait and Tackle, Highway 113 east of Waubun. Pregame Super Value of Mahnomen is your hometown grocery store, proudly serving Mahnomen and the surrounding communities. Featuring weekly specials, a well-stocked meat department, fresh baked items from the bakery, and a great selection of fresh produce. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., and you can check them out online at PregameSuperValue.com. Pregame Super Value. They are proud to be your hometown grocery store, proudly serving Mahnomen and the surrounding communities. It's Pregame Super Value.
Beltrami Falcons, and welcome back on YourLiveEvent.com. I'm Leif Bakken. As we're getting rolling here in our Hoban's Plumbing and Heating pregame show, the Midwest Bank Waubun pregame coaches interviews. We just heard from Coach Zach Wall. Let's turn things over and hear from Coach Kelly Steeney of the Beltrami Falcons.
On YourLiveEvent.com and Gold 101.5 FM KRJM, I'm Leif Bakken, talking with head coach of the Thunderbirds from on YourLiveEvent.com and Gold 101.5 KRJM. I'm Leif Bakken, talking with head coach of the Beltrami Falcons, Kelly Steeney. And Coach Steeney, you guys coming off a win versus Clearbrook Gronvik, 61-50 win. You guys are 12-2 overall, 10-2 in the section, 6-0 in the conference. So other than a couple losses, hey, you got to be pretty happy with the season so far.
So far, yeah. I mean, we've played well at times, and we're still learning on a few items as well. So like I said, I don't think we've reached our pinnacle yet. So we're just gonna keep trying to get better every game and every practice.
You and I talked about it the last time when we saw each other at Ulen, but you've got some experience on this team. A lot of juniors, a couple of seniors. So talk a little bit about how they're teaching the younger kids, especially with, a lot of girls out for basketball. So you got to be happy with that as well.
Yeah, it's nice to have the numbers. We're one of the few teams out there that can field a legit C squad. Which is nice. It's nice to have 30 kids in the gym when we're having practice. So you can break down into 3 different groups and work on different things, and that part of it's great. When it comes time to doing drills or whatever, the older ones are just helping me along because sometimes they don't hear me or quite understand what I'm saying. So we have the older ones demonstrate, and they do a nice job with that.
On the Clearbrook Gronvik game, again, it was a 11-point win. What do you want to take from that game and bring tonight to Waubun?
We got to play 36 minutes. I thought we did a better job of that one than we did maybe the game before. But you have to, no matter who you're playing, I don't care what their record is, you've got to be focused for the full duration of the game, because if you don't, a little bit of a lapse and any team can go on a run, and sometimes getting out of a run or stopping a run can prove detrimental to the outcome of the game.
Who do we need to be watching for on your roster here? Again, you've got a good roster and a lot of experience, so I imagine you'll be shifting some people in and out.
Yeah, I'm up to playing, 8 or 9 kids now, so, I got my starting 5, and I got a few kids that come off the bench to do an excellent job. I'm kind of in a unique position where I've had some kids that have been gone for a few days and kind of lost their starting spot, and, it's not that they did anything wrong, it's just talent-wise, they're probably very similar, even though they have different strengths. They bring a lot of their own personalities to the game, and it's nice to have that problem where we can sub down and not go down in talent, and we can still get some scoring going on. That's a nice problem to have.
Coach Kelly Steeney of the Beltrami Falcons, best of luck tonight, Coach.
Thank you, Leaf.
This is the Hoban's Plumbing and Heating pregame show. We continue on. We get to the keys of the game in just a little bit. Thanks for being along with us on 101.5 KRJM and YourLiveEvent.com. Basketball action is on the way.
When you're in the market for a new vehicle, check out ChristianCarsOnline.com. ChristianCarsOnline.com. Chevy, GMC, Dodge, Jeep, and Ford. They have cars, trucks, SUVs, crossovers, and so much more. ChristianCarsOnline.com. Vehicles from Christian Brothers Ford, Christian Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, Finley Motors, and Christian Motors of Fertile. A new vehicle is what you're looking for. Visit ChristianCarsOnline.com.
Community Co-op provides energy solutions. Farm fuels, lubricants, propane, natural gas are all available to farms, homes, businesses from Community Co-op. They enjoy working with their customers to meet your fuel and energy solutions. Call 1-888-935-2281 for farm fuel pricing, contract programs, farm lubricants, propane pricing, and delivery for farm, home, business, and natural gas service. Community Co-op appreciates the business of all current and new customers.
KRJM 101.5 FM and YourLiveEvent.com. I'm Leif Bakken as we continue on in the Hoban's Plumbing and Heating pregame show for your plumbing and heating needs. Talk to Hoban's Plumbing and Heating as we thank so much to Midwest Bank of Waubun for sponsoring our pregame coaches interviews, which helps me get to the Foston Chiropractic keys to the game. Talk to Dr. Gabe at Foston Chiropractic. As, with sports and running up and down the hardwood floor, along with getting hit on the football field, wherever it might be, kids might need a little adjustment, and Dr. Gabe is there at Foston Chiropractic to help them out. Keys to the game, well, we heard Coach Quall talk about how his team's got to rebound and they've got to play some transition defense and get in position, especially against a team like Fertile Beltrami, who's got some bigger girls, and so getting underneath, putting a body on somebody is going to be key. We heard Coach Kelly Steeney talk about his Falcons and that, he wants to see some better things. The game before, they were on a 7-game win streak, and then they lost to, I forgot who it was now. I believe it was, over on the, near the border there, Oslo and Warren, that co-op that's over there, they lost, and so a little bit of a revenge when they played and won this week against their opponent, and so they just want to bring a better game tonight, and being on the road, that might be a little tough as well, and so those are going to be the keys to the game. Defense and rebounding for the Thunderbirds of Mahnomen Waubun, and just putting a full game together for the Falcons. Again, the Falcons 12-2 overall, the Thunderbirds 9-3 overall, and we are in Waubun, Minnesota to witness Minnesota girls basketball. We're about to get rolling here with the first half of that, and we're coming up on our Norman County Implement starting lineups as well. This has been the Hoban's Plumbing and Heating pregame show. We'll be back with your starting lineups in just a bit.
Bank with the area's lending leader, Community Development Bank in Ogama. Open at 8:30 a.m. Monday through Friday. They offer more to serve you, their valued customers. See Robin for all of your financial needs. Boat loans, car loans, four-wheelers, business, home improvement, and vacation home loans. They do it all. Call 218-983-3241 or log on to comdevbank.com. Community Development Bank in Ogama. Member FDIC.
Proper dental health is a lifelong effort. Brushing and flossing regularly, as well as routine visits to the dentist, will help ensure that you have a mouth full of happy and healthy teeth. This friendly reminder is courtesy of Polk County and Norman Mahnomen Public Health Child and Teen Checkups Program, reminding you to have your children and teens examined by their medical and dental provider on a regular basis. For more information about child and teen checkups, contact your local public health agency or find us on social media.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you. Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Gordon Construction of Mahnomen is a Native American-owned business proudly operating on the White Earth Indian Reservation since 1983. As a bonded general contractor, Gordon Construction provides years of experience in large, detailed, and within-budget projects. Gordon Construction is committed to the safety of its employees and the environment of its work sites. To learn more about Gordon Construction of Mahnomen, visit gcmahnomen.com or call 218-935-2191.
Whether it's plumbing or heating, call the professionals with Hoban's Plumbing and Heating, 218-983-3611. Hoban's Plumbing and Heating works with Rheem water heaters, Tempstar furnaces, and they also work with geothermal, northern heat pumps, and they have North Star water softeners that you can buy or rent. Whether it's plumbing or heating, contact the professionals with Hoban's Plumbing and Heating to get the job done. Hoban's Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving the Lakes area and beyond for over 30 years. Call 218-983-3611.
Get to your starting lineups here, and welcome those of you on yourliveevent.com as we get rolling here with our Norman County Implement starting lineups. Norman County Implement has a REM grain vacs available for sale or rent. You can call Chuck or Neil for purchase on and price on the rental rates as well. And the new REM grain vac currently on the lot. Call them up, 218-784-2961. Norman County Implement, Highway 9, North Ada. Well, let's start off with your Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds as we see them. Number 2 is Alana Bevins. She is a junior for this Thunderbird team. Number 5 is Bryn MacArthur. She is a freshman for the Thunderbirds. Number 15 is Sophia Bly, a senior for this Thunderbirds team. Number 21 is Kendra Severson. She's a junior. And you also have Nevaeh Williams, who wears the number 23 and a junior. Head coach is Zach Qualls for the Thunderbirds. For the Fertile Beltrami Falcons, their head coach is Kelly Staney. Out there on the floor is number 1, Josie Iverson, a junior. Number 2 is Taylor Miller, a senior. Marin Rorigan is a senior wearing the number 15. 22, Tori Erickson is a sophomore. And Keisha Wilson wearing the number 23 and a junior. We're underway with the game as the Thunderbirds start off with the ball. Ball worked around the perimeter and now to the bottom near side corner. Block, I should say. Kick back out on top to Bly. She'll drive to that same block and now kick back to the top where Severson is on this near side key. Now we'll reset things with Bevins at the top near the center circle. Hand off by Bly. Run that around now into the lane as Williams does a turnaround against her defender and puts that one in. Great job for Nevaeh Williams as the Falcons are going to come up and try their luck on the other side. Iverson with the ball. Now she comes to the top of the key with Miller. Into the near side corner where Wilson is. Now at the free throw line with Erickson. Back to Wilson in the corner trying to drive on that baseline. She's going to get fouled by Williams as she tries to drive towards the basket. The Falcons are going from right to left on your dial and underneath the basket wearing their white away jerseys. Erickson gets the inbound pass from Iverson. She tries for the wing shot on the near side and misses, but she will be fouled and get to shoot 2. That foul will go on Bly. 2 against the Thunderbirds, but they also have 2 points up on the board. Erickson, first shot, going to be a bit to the right as she leaned with that one, chuckles a little bit, and she'll try again on the second shot. This one will be live. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound falls down to Bly, who will be in charge of bringing the ball down the floor. Severson, now MacArthur. Now to the near side corner with Bly. Nice cut by Bevins, in and out, no good. Rebound falls down to Williams for an offensive rebound. Kick back out. Severson drives to the middle of the lane. Misses that shot. Now Wilson will come up with the defensive rebound. Drives all the way to that far side, drives on the base block, and there's points for Wilson. Tie things up at 2 apiece, 16:32 to go in the first half of this bird battle in Waubun, Minnesota. Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds, Fertile Beltrami Falcons. Thunderbirds with it on the right side of the dial. Near side wing is Bevins. She'll go to the top, and now at the very top of the key, she'll hand it off to MacArthur, who goes a little bit to that far side, now to the near side with Bly. She drives, kicks it to the wing. Here's a baseline shot for Bevins. She gets her own rebound off the glass again. This one will fall finally. So good rebound for her and the good putback for a 4-2 lead now for the Thunderbirds. Iverson will bring the ball down the floor for the Falcons. Over to Miller, back to Iverson, now Wilson on the near side wing. Kick to the top with Iverson. 3-point from the far side wing. The net barely moves as Miller gets an excellent 3-point shot and take that 1-point lead for the Falcons, 5-4. 15:35 to go in the first half. Nice drive as Williams got it underneath, but then a great job for Severson to cut through. And a nice little handoff for the layup and the 1-point lead now. 15:20 to play in the first. 6-5 lead as the Falcons worked around the perimeter. Wilson on this near side. Now Erickson at the free throw line. She gets double teamed. Now we'll go to the top of the key with Miller. Now to the near side wing. Wilson will take a 3-point. Pull the trigger and it's good. Great job for Wilson. She decided to take that opportunity. It looked like she might have been covered up, but no problems for her. 8-6 lead now for the Falcons, just under 15 to play. Drive from the far side, loop around from the top by MacArthur. Bevins gets it on the near side block and puts it in. Tie things up at 8 around, 14:40 to play in the first half of Thunderbird Falcon basketball. Erickson with it at the free throw line, kicks it back out. Miller will take a three-point shot. Nothing but net! Excellent job for Miller on that far side three-point wing. 11-8, 14-20 now. Drive here by Severson as she takes it from the top. Doesn't quite get the lucky roll. This one will go off of Williams, who was trying to rebound it, and out of bounds. So the that went off of the Falcons as Rorigan was there trying to grab the ball. Stepping in was Savannah Keyser as I look down and look back up. Williams had the ball, put it in, and then she gets one shot as she was fouled by Rorigan. 14-15 to play. 10 for the T-Birds, 11 for the Falcons. Roll that shoulder on the right arm and turn it into an old-fashioned three-point play. We're tied up at 11 on KRJM and YourLiveEvent.com. Nice job by Iverson. She was driving and found the open space, took it all the way in around the block and off the glass. Great job, 14 minutes to play. Falcons with a 2-point lead at 13-11. Severson on this near side wing being guarded tightly. She'll drive the baseline and then she'll air one up and it'll be a perfect shot at 13 apiece now. Good little drive there, 13:45 in the first half. Iverson to Erickson on that far side elbow. Taken away by Severson. She's got space to work with. Iverson catches up. She fakes, goes up, rolls around, and falls off of the rim. And it'll stay with the Thunderbirds, last touched by Iverson. So, nice job by Severson on the steal, but couldn't quite convert the points. .32 on the clock with it stopped. 13 points apiece for our two teams. Bevins will be the one to inbound the ball on the far side of the lane. She finds her teammate and then gets the ball back at the top of the key from that pass. Official counting that 5. She takes a dribble, so he switches hands. Here's a long three-pointer from the far wing off the rim on the inside. No good. Erickson comes up with the rebound. Hasn't quite been a rebound battle tonight because it's been most of the shots going in as this one is taken away at the towards the baseline by Keyser as the Falcons were trying to find one of their teammates underneath. Keyser with it on that far side of the key. Severson back to Keyser. She gets it on this near side wing. Nice bounce pass to Williams on the block area. Rebound still loose. It'll fall defensively to Miller. Miller on the drive. Goes in and they're going to call the charge as Bly found herself set up in the lane. Miller trying to get a block, and Bly is established. Coach Steeney not happy, having a word with the official. And he says, no, she was there. As we move our way back to the right side of the dial for the Thunderbirds. Keyser kicks to the near side corner. Bevins on its way. It's blocked, they say, by Iverson. Rebounded by the Falcons. Iverson will take the ball back. Now we come to the near side wing with Wilson back to the top with Miller. Now Wilson on the wing. Skip pass across the far side key. Iverson, Erickson, now near side Wilson. Three-point shot on the way off the rim. And the rebound falls down to Keyser for the Thunderbirds. Severson kicks up to Bevins, She wants to take that shot again on this near side wing for the 3. Misses it, and then she's going to get the foul trying to rebound. Rebound did fall to Miller of the Falcons. We've got some substitutes coming in here. Looks like we will see Hitchin and I think Dahl coming in for the Falcons, and we've got a minute timeout on the floor. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com and KRJM.
This is Jim Berkemeier, owner of R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Together with Bernie, we're inviting you to join us on a tour of Victoria, Vancouver, and the Canadian Rockies, July 14th through 23rd. On this tour, we'll visit historic Victoria, tour the breathtaking Butchert Gardens, and experience the stunning scenery of the Canadian Rockies via rails train. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ. Learn more about this tour and watch the travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure. Remember the keyword RJ.
Coming June 23rd through the 25th at Brainerd International Raceway, the Midwest Premier Country and Rock Festival. Lakes Jam presented by R&J Broadcasting. On the Bud Light main stage, hear John Party, Tesla, Gabby Barrett, Warrant, Kix, Mark Wills, and more. It's more than a music festival with watercross, drifting, poker tourneys, lawnmower racing, and more. For tickets and more information, visit lakesjam.com.
Welcome back to yourliveevent.com as well. 13-13 on the Community Co-op scoreboard. We're still in the first half with 11:50 to go. The Falcons have it on the left side of your dial. Erickson faking it around and then finally takes that shot, and she'll make it. She goes into the scorebook finally with some points, and they take that 2-point lead with 11:40 to play in the first. Here's Bly driving into the lane and kicks it as she gets to the block to Bevins in the corner. Now up to Keyser at the top. Defender flies by, which was actually Strem who stepped in. Keyser misses the shot, and the rebound falls down to Rorigan, her first rebound of the night. Kick up ahead to the other one who checked in right before our timeout, which was Kimberly Hitchin. She's a junior for this Falcon team, and Brooklyn Strem wearing the number 3 stepping in. Turnover on the Falcons turns into Severson driving, popping one in the middle of the lane. No good. Rebound falls down to Hitchin. She'll hand off to Iverson, who will be in charge of the ball. Kick up ahead, trying to find Rorigan. She wasn't ready for the pass. A jump ball going to be called as Erickson and Severson battling for it in the middle of the lane on the left side of your dial and left side of your screen. yourliveevent.com folks are lucky enough to be able to see it, so I'm describing far too much for them. Aaron is sitting here running our camera, doing a great job and going, why me? As Strem gets it over on the far side of the key on the inbound pass. Now we go to the corner from Erickson back to Strem, top of the key, Hitchin. Far side now, skip over to the near. Iverson, free throw line is Erickson. She gets double teamed, so she kicks it back out. No shot clock in Minnesota, so lots of time. No foul as Bly is trying to get the ball away from Erickson. It is knocked out, and they call the foul on Iverson of the Falcons. Team foul 3, both teams with 3 fouls as the Thunderbirds bring the ball down the floor. This is Severson. She goes to that far sideline to bring it over. Now in the far corner is Bevins. She'll dribble to the wing. Now come high wing. Make it Key on the far side. Picks up her dribble. Looking for somebody. She'll pass to the near side. Key with Bly. Into the corner with Keyser on the near side. Williams on the block trying to do a move. Goes up. She gets the points and fouled as Erickson shakes her head. Can't believe what's going on here. Williams looking for another opportunity on the 3-point play. We'll see the return of Miller on the floor as Iverson and Erickson take a seat. We'll see a new player, Jacqueline Pinsky, wearing the number 21 as senior, step on for the team. Williams short on the free throw, this one off the rim. Bly saves it in, but saves it to the far side. So the score will remain 15 around with 10:14 to play in the first half. Miller in charge of the Falcon offense. Kicked around, and now Rorigan trying to get the ball away at the block as great job. MacArthur got her arm on their hand on the ball, and they call it jump ball. Falcons fans thinking that should have been a foul with her hand on the arm. But it doesn't go quite their way, and they have to be careful since they're away from home as well. Ball worked around by the Thunderbirds on this other side. Williams gets the rebound, and she goes up trying to make it again. She's a little upset, but a good attempt there. She'll go to the free throw line once more. Foul will go on Pinsky as we have come up on another free throw. As Williams puts that one in, she'll get a look at another one. Wilson steps back on for the Falcons as Rorigan steps off. These are Mustang Seeds free throws. Talk to Jay Merkins or Scott Erickson at Mustang Seeds for your corn and soybean needs. Second one made, which makes Williams 3 for 4 and a 2-point lead for the T-Birds, 17-15 over the Falcons, 9:40 to play in the first. Miller kicks it to the near side. Strem, back to Strem on this near side wing, back to the top. Now we work to the other side where Hitchens is. Back to the top, work the ball around, near side wing. Strem fakes, goes to the block, tries to kick it in to Pinsky, and then there's a battle for the ball, taken away by Bly. Finds Severson up ahead. She drives off the glass, just too hard. Rebound falls down to Miller. Falcons will bring the ball across the timeline. Miller to the wing is Hitchens, into Wilson, back up to the top. We're working with Miller now. Down to Wilson. Williams is there for the defense. A little high off the glass. Good attempt by Wilson, but the rebound falls down to Severson. Bevins will bring the ball across the timeline right near the scorer's table. Then she'll go to the top of the key. Strem playing some tight defense on her. And a timeout going to be taken by Coach Quall. Will take a timeout as well. Community Co-op scoreboard reads 17 for the T-Birds, 15 for the Falcons. YourLiveEvent.com and KRJM.
Larson Parts and Repair Inc., Highway 59 in Bijou does it all. They provide full shop services for your tractors, combines, trucks, pickups, and cars. Their tire department carries a full line of name brand tires, and they've got state-of-the-art alignment equipment. And don't forget about the parts department. They have parts for just about anything, right down to your lawnmower. Call today, 218-935-2774. Larson Parts and Repair Inc., Highway 59 in Bijou.
17 for the Thunderbirds of Mahnomen Waubun, 15 for Fertile Beltrami Falcons on YourLiveEvent.com and 101.5 FM KRJM. That's what our Community Co-op scoreboard says, with 8:49 to play in the first half as well. Thunderbirds working with the ball. Severson will bring it across the timeline after getting it passed back to her. Bly up to Williams, off the glass underneath. Great job there for Williams, and an assist for Bly. 19-15 is the score now in favor of the Thunderbirds. This is the biggest lead they've had as the Falcons working around on the other side. Strem on this near side wing. Now it's taken away by Severson, intercepting the pass. She'll pass up ahead on the far side to Bly. She'll have to do a U-turn. Kicks to the top. Severson for three. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound falls down to Wilson of the Falcons. Wilson tries to stop and go to pass to her guard, Miller, but she shuffled her feet trying to come. Make sure you plant both feet on that jump stop. Unfortunate turnover as the Thunderbirds will take over. Severson will pass up to MacArthur on that far side of the key. Keyser is set to check in here. Underneath from Severson to Williams. She misses the shot. Rebound goes to Wilson defensively. 7:55 to go. 19-15 remains the score in favor of the Thunderbirds, but the Falcons have the ball on the left side of the dial. Wilson on the edge of the far edge of the lane, I should say. Now we go to the baseline. It's knocked away as Wilson was trying to grab the ball, but a steal for Bly will be the case. She'll bring the ball to this near side corner. MacArthur will get it at the top. Miller got her hand on it, takes the ball away, and now a foul will be called as Miller was trying to she did get the steal, and then she gets fouled. Iverson will step back on for the Falcons. Keyser finally gets on. Williams gets a well-deserved break here for the Thunderbirds. That foul goes on Bryn MacArthur, the freshman for this Mahnomen Waubun team. Miller to Strem, Iverson, Miller, they're all playing catch at the top. Wilson gets the ball on the side of the lane. It's going to be partially blocked here by MacArthur, and rebound falls into the hands of Keyser. Here's a three-point shot, and nailed on this near side by Bevins. She finally makes one fall through. 22-15 now the score. In favor of the Thunderbirds, Falcons to work with it on the other side. This is Iverson doing some fancy footwork up near the free throw line. One of the Thunderbirds hits the ground as she misses the shot. No good, but Keyser comes up with the defensive rebound, so Thunderbirds will get a chance here with 6:30 to go in the first half. Bly to Bevins on the near side of the key. She'll set things back up at the top. Severson was set for a pick. She'll roll off of it, go in, and then a foul will be called underneath on Miller, trying to stop her from scoring. So Severson will travel to the free throw line for two shots. Community Co-op scoreboard reading 22-15 in favor of the Thunderbirds with 6:19 to play. This is another Mustang Seeds free throw attempt. Severson's first time to the line. Makes the first one. She'll get to go again as Rorigan steps back on the floor along with Erickson. Looks like we've got the original 5 Falcons out there. Strem and Hitchin did their job. Second one is good for Severson. She's 100%, 2 for 2. 24-15, 6:15 to play in the first half of this bird battle. Miller at the top of the key. Now the far side is Iverson. She'll drive in. To the block, she goes up with it. Severson comes up with another block. Rebound is for Wilson, and then she gets fouled on the offensive rebound and put back. They put that on Keyser, her first, team foul 5. Wilson makes the first free throw, second one on the way, also good. And a timeout going to be taken by Coach Kelly Steeney of the Falcons, who trail the Thunderbirds 24-17 on the Community Co-op scoreboard. 6:05 to play in the first half. We'll be right back.
Realty can be confusing. That's why it's important to choose a professional when you're buying or selling. Anthony Lavoie with Lavoie Realty Incorporated offers full commercial real estate services, agricultural land sales, hunting land sales, all categories of commercial real estate sales, commercial space leasing, real estate consulting, and real estate investing. Contact Anthony today. 218-261-1137. Anthony Lavoie with Lavoie Realty Incorporated.
On Gold 101.5 KRJM and on YourLiveEvent.com, the Community Co-op scoreboard reads 24-17 in favor of the Thunderbirds of Mahnomen Waubun over the Fertile Beltrami Falcons. I'm Leif Bach and glad to have the play-by-play action for you. 6 minutes to go in the first half. Severson has the ball for Mahnomen Waubun, brings it down the floor. Bly will have it at the top of the key. Now we kick to this near side wing where Bevins is. She'll dribble out to the near side key. MacArthur takes over at the top. Being guarded tightly by Rorigan. We go to the far side now with Severson. Now near side wing. She gets the passes. Bevins into the corner is Bly. Severson looking to fakes and then gets stolen away by Iverson as she got double teamed trying to drive in. Iverson will be in charge of the ball. Looking for Rorigan underneath. She was open briefly as it looked like the Thunderbirds were in a 2-3 defense, but then it was just a little bit too high and hot of a pass. MacArthur steps off. Williams back in the game for the Thunderbirds, and they will have the ball as well. Severson will be the one to bring the ball down the floor. She brings it on this near side key. Kick across to the far side with Bly. Now on the far wing is Keyser. Back to the top of the key. Right above the three-point line. That's Severson. Williams to the far wing. Trying to bounce pass. Ooh, nice bounce pass in. Severson was not cutting yet. I was like, oh, Wilson's going to grab that. And it turns out to be a great bounce pass from Williams into Severson. 26-17 lead for the Thunderbirds. 4:50 to play in the first half. Rorigan finds Erickson on the near side block. It rolls not favorably for them. Defensive rebound for Bly. She'll bring it across the timeline, then find Keyser. Then Severson will be right at the top. Fakes. Miller almost takes the fake. Now we go to the far side high wing. Bly. Skip pass to Bevins on the near side. Top of it now is Bly. Severson on another drive. She just is a cutting machine. She cuts, she cuts, she cuts. And the defense gets caught behind 28-17, 4:15 to play as the Thunderbirds lead the Falcons here on KRJM and YourLiveEvent.com. Trying to do a bounce pass Rorigan was, but it's taken away by Severson. On the other end, a far pass, but it's taken away by Wilson. So a steal for a steal there. Severson's been doing a good job on this near side wing. Wilson takes the shot. Erickson looking for the offensive rebound. Does get to it, but she's trapped along that baseline. Pass will go out to Iverson on that far wing. Turnaround shot in the lane. No good, unfortunately, for Rorigan. And then almost offensive rebound, but it turns into a rebound for Keyser. Defensive for the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds. Severson passes up ahead to Bevins on this near side. Right wing. Severson up to Keyser. She'll have to pass before she rolls out of bounds. Right wing is Bevins. 3:25 to play in the first half. Keyser back to Bevins at the top, trying to find Williams underneath. A little too far underneath. She'll back out, goes up. No foul called. They say that it was on the ball. Last touched by the Thunderbirds. MacArthur comes into the game to sub in for Keyser for the Thunderbirds. Miller will get a well-deserved rest as Hitchin is back in there for the Falcons. They did say, well, I thought they said it was off the Thunderbirds. The official changes his mind and said last touch by the Falcons, which makes way more sense because Williams was double-teamed. Bevins has to get rid of the ball in the next few seconds. She does so successfully into the corner to Severson. Now MacArthur high up on the right side wing. Bly at the top of the key. Now far side key is Bevins, or excuse me, far side wing. Severson is trying to cut through as she does so. Hitchens has her hand on her back and pushes her out of bounds, is what the official says. We are in the bonus, as that is 7 on the Falcons. They trail 28-17, 3:04 to play. 1-1. First shot on the way will fall clean for Severson. One, two, three dribbles. Right-handed shot up and good again. 4 for 4 is Severson. And 30-17 is the score with 3 minutes to play in the first. Falcons bringing the ball down the floor. That's Iverson. Kicks it to Wilson on the wing. Back to Iverson. Long three-point shot on the way. Off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound knocked away. Erickson was knocking it away from Severson. And this will bring a timeout. 30-17. Mahnomen Waubun leads Fertile Beltrami on the Community Co-op scoreboard. 2:51 to play in the first half on yourliveevent.com and KRJM.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Linforce, your insurance source. Visit Linforce Agency with locations in Boston, Bagley, Clearbrook, Mahnomen, and Ada.
At the Mahnomen School District, their mission is to provide the opportunity for high achievement for all learners, promoting academics, citizenship, and individual self-esteem, with an emphasis on 21st century skills. For more information on the Mahnomen School District and what's going on at the school, log on to www.mahnomen.k12.mn.us. Good luck to the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds from the Mahnomen School District.
And thanks for being with us on yourliveevent.com. I'm Leif Bach, and Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds lead the Fertile Beltrami Falcons 30-17 with 2:51 to play. Trying to break a press, the Thunderbirds are, and there's a collision at the what is called the kill line in, or the attack line, I should say, in volleyball. The Thunderbirds were trying to keep things rolling, but a turnover. So it'll be the Falcons to bring the ball from right to left. Hitchin on the near side wing to Iverson, then Erickson at the free throw line, trying to find Rorigan. She'll save the ball in as it slipped through her hands. This one goes last off of Bevins, they say, so it'll stay with the Falcons. Iverson to inbound near the end of the bench of the Falcons, or the Thunderbirds, excuse me. Ball comes in to Hitchens, then back to Iverson, over to Wilson on that far side. Erickson now with it. And trying to make a long pass as Severson will intercept the pass, kiss the glass, and make it points. 4 steals for her, and she's leading the way in points so far. We'll get those stats to you at half. Rorigan trying to make the shot, but stolen away. I don't know if you can call that a block or a steal. I'll say a steal for Williams. Bounce pass here from Bevins on the near side wing to Bly. Kicks back out. Now we're at the top of the key with MacArthur. A battle for the rebound as Williams hits the deck. She will get the foul as the ball was being battled for on that. And her and Rorigan were hand fighting. Irie Insurance substitution here as Strem comes back onto the floor for Wilson for the Falcons. And we'll see the return of Keyser for the Thunderbirds. Hitchin to Iverson, over to Strem, trying to go inside, and it's taken away knocked away by none other than Severson, who's been quick in getting around. Severson, long pass from the other side, up ahead to the wing where it's with, that's Keyser. Bevins, Keyser, now a three-point from just above the elbow by MacArthur. No good. Rebound falls down to Iverson. She's been in charge of her Falcon team as they're trying to find somebody up ahead, and Iverson able to maybe make her case a little bit that somebody tipped that one, and so they'll get to keep the ball underneath on the left side of the dial. 32-17, 1:23 to play. It is in favor of Mahnomen Waubun over Fertile Beltrami right now on the Community Co-op scoreboard. Wing is Erickson trying to figure it out as Rorigan tries to drive in, taken away by MacArthur. On the far side wing is Bly. She'll get a screen and bring it to the top. Now kick to the near side wing with Bevins. Under a minute to play. Using the baseline. Fakes, goes up, and then foul going to be called as Bevins tries to go up with 53.9 to go in the first half. Foul will go on Iverson, her second. Team foul 8. 2 shots on the way, as it was on the shot. This is Bevins' first Mustang Seed free throw trip, as she misses the first. Second attempt on the way, good. Makes it 33-17. Falcons, Iverson to bring the ball down the floor. She drives into a couple of defenders, then kicks it back out. Erickson on the far side block. She'll get shut down on a double team. Kick it back out on top. Here's a wing shot. No, it will be blocked by MacArthur. And a jump ball to be called as they battle for it on that far side wing baseline area. Possession arrow in favor of the Falcons of Fertile Beltrami. Rorigan gets the inbound pass. Puts it up and in. 3-point play coming her way. Mustang Seeds free throw on the way will be good for Oregon as she gets into the scorebook with some points. 35 seconds to go in the first half. 33 for Mahnomen Waubun, 20 for Fertile Beltrami. Keyser with it on this right side of the dial. Skip pass across to MacArthur. Nice job by Severson on the cut. Stops, pops one on the edge, but it will be no good. Rebound comes down to Strem. She'll bring the ball down the floor. Picks up her dribble high on this near side wing. Skip pass. Now Iverson gets the handoff a little bit shallow on the three-point shot from the top. Rebound is still loose on the ground. Rorigan will get it offensively into Erickson. She turns around, no foul. Rebound is again offensive for Hitchens, and then a hold will be called. Underneath the basket is where that was located, and that'll be a 1-and-1 situation coming up here for Hitchen. Hitchen is a junior for the team. Second, this one, excuse me there. Second foul on Bly. The shot was missed. Battle for the rebound is tipped out of bounds by the Falcons. 1.5 to go. Bly's got to put it up. MacArthur grabs the ball and runs out of time, and that's how we end the first half of this bird battle. Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds, 33-20 for the Fertile Beltrami Falcons. We're going to come back with some halftime statistics in our Farmers Union Insurance halftime report. You're listening on KRJM 101.5 FM and watching on yourliveevent.com to Thunderbird Falcon basketball in Minnesota. We'll be right back.
Yeah, so that's not something you're typically going to hear on this station. But you're also not typically going to hear your bank say, that's free. Or, we're not going to charge you as much as other banks because we don't think it's right. At Midwest Bank, you're not going to hear the typical bank talk because we're not just any bank. MidwestBank.net. Banking your way. Member FDIC.
Visit with Midwest Bank in Waubun, 218-473-2191.
Norman County Implement has REM Grain Vacs to help you move grain. Talk with Chuck or Neil for purchase price or rental rates on REM Grain Vacs from Norman County Implement. Looking for new equipment? Talk with Chuck or Neil and get your best price and best deal. And be sure to schedule your service work for these winter months on combines, tractors, beat equipment. Call Norman County Implement to schedule winter service work, 218-784-2961. Norman County Implement, Highway 9 North Ada, thanks you for your business.
The fall season is a perfect time to visit Pinehurst Resort on beautiful North and South Twin Lakes near Nadawash. Rent a cabin for the weekend. Take in the beautiful fall colors. Experience excellent fall fishing on North or South Twin Lakes. And of course, the friendly faces and the delicious food at the lodge. Call today, 218-935-5745. Pinehurst Resort, located on beautiful North and South Twin Lakes near Nadawash.
RDK Enterprises invites you to Winter Conference 2022, January 19, 20, and 21, all 3 days. You choose whichever day fits your schedule. It's at the Avalon Event Center, Fargo. Winter Conference 2022. You'll get to hear directly from agronomists, engineers, and other employees focused on improving farm operations. Winter Conference 2022, truly focused on you and the future of your farm. To register, visit precisionplanting.com or call RDK Enterprises 701-636-2119.
The radio and on yourliveevent.com as we welcome those folks in watching online. Halftime score for the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds, 33 for the Fertile Beltrami Falcons. They've got 20. And it is now our Farmers Union Insurance halftime report for you. Talk to Joe or Dave McCollum as they'll have help you out with your insurance needs. Farmers Union Insurance. As we're getting, believe it or not, I can't believe it's the middle of January. We're getting towards the springtime. Be thinking about springtime. I'm sure Farmers Union Insurance can help you out there. Halftime report along with your Christian Motor statistics here. Again, 33-20 at half in this bird battle. The Thunderbirds leading the Falcons. And we'll start off with the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds as leading in scoring right now is Kendra Severson, the junior for this Thunderbird team. She has got 10 points just on her field goals. She's got 5 two-pointers, and then she is 4 for 4 on the free throw line, so that's 4 more for 14 so far. And she's also leading in steals with 5, and she's got 2 blocks as well. She's been doing really well. The Falcons are going to have to find some better passes because Severson is quick. Most of her field goal points have been layups as she just drives, cuts through the lane, and does a really nice job. So pretty impressed there by what we're seeing. Been seeing a good job from Sophia Bly out there, who's been assisting and stealing the ball as well. She's a quick little player. And off the bench, we've seen Keyser do a good job with some big rebounds. We also saw Williams out there. She's one of the bigger players for the Thunderbirds. Nevaeh Williams wearing the number 23. She has 4 field goals, and she's 3 for 4 on the free throw line. So that puts 11 points for her. She's also had a couple of assists and a steal. She's been getting rowdy with the other taller girls of the Falcons, including Erickson and Rorigan. Speaking of them, looking here, Rorigan had a nice 3-point play to get into the books a little bit ago. She's got a couple of rebounds. Erickson also with a few rebounds, but your leader in points right now for the Falcons, according to my unofficial statistics, is Kasia Wilson, as she is got every one that she can. She's got 2 free throws, a 3-pointer, and a regular field goal. So she's done the cycle. 4 rebounds for her, along with a steal. And the big thing right now, we heard in the pregame, especially from Coach Quall, is that he wants his Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds to rebound better compared to the Falcons, especially with this Falcon team being good at rebounding and being tall. 9 rebounds for the Thunderbirds compared to 16. But the Thunderbirds lead 33-20 here at halftime. There's a look at your Christian Motor statistics. So what needs to happen here in the rest of this game for, well, let's start off with the Falcons to get back into it. they've got to clean up some of their passes. They've made some passes that have been a little bit too far, and that allows time for people like Severson specifically. She's got the most steals, but the Thunderbirds to get in there and take the ball away. So they've got to find some better passing opportunities, whether that be some bounce passes or finding some closer just chest passes that'll work out. On the Thunderbird side of things, other than rebounding, which they could do some more of, they've been doing a pretty good job. Obviously, they've been able to find Williams underneath. Again, Severson's been cutting through. So I think if you continue to kind of rely on your bread and butter there with a player underneath or somebody cutting through, that's going to open up the players on the outside. We've seen Bevins score. We've seen Bly has not scored quite yet, nor has MacArthur. But they've had their fair looks, along with Keyser coming off the bench. So opportunities are there. And so just finding those opportunities, continuing to, I think that's the key for the Thunderbirds, and some rebounding for them. Again, for the Falcons, they got to make some better passes and just move the ball quickly, and they're going to find that 2-3 defense they're facing out of place. 3 minutes until we resume play. It's 33 for the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds. Fertile Beltrami Falcons with 20 on the Community Co-op scoreboard. We'll be coming back with more basketball action in just a bit on YourLiveEvent.com and KRJM. I'm Leif Bakken. Stay tuned.
The Rough Grouse Roadhouse is located just east of Island Lake, across from Mershman's Taxidermy. The Roadhouse invites you to stop in before or after the game to eat or just come in and socialize with family and friends. They also have weekly food specials. Just go to their Facebook page and see what their special of the day is, or call 668-2111. Supporting the area students in the classroom as well as in all their extracurricular activities. The Rough Grouse Roadhouse, 5 miles south of Langby on County Road 4.
When that home improvement list gets too long, the guy to call is Josh Thorpe with Saw and Fixed It Remodeling, 701-371-7393. Josh Thorpe does new construction, remodeling, additions, windows, siding, and roofing. When that to-do list gets too large, the man to call is Josh Thorpe with Saw and Fixed It Remodeling, 701-371-7393. Josh Thorpe with Saw and Fixed It Remodeling. The Seed Specialists, they're the guys at Select Ag on Highway 59 in Mahnomen. Contact Mitch or Tyler today, 218-936-4026. Select Ag is a Pioneer seed dealer. They carry corn, sunflower, alfalfa. They have Extend and Liberty Link brand soybeans, and they deliver. And Select Ag offers crop protection as well. Contact Select Ag today, 218-936-4026. Mitch and Tyler, your seed specialists at Select Ag in Mahnomen.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
As we welcome back those of you on YourLiveEvent.com, thanks so much to Farmers Union Insurance and to Joe and Dave McCollum for sponsoring our halftime report. 33 for the T-Birds, 20 for the Falcons of Fertile Beltrami. I've been saying it's been a bird battle tonight. It's also the battle of the hyphenated schools. Lots of co-ops over here in the northwest corner of Minnesota. Grab my red pen, switching pens into our second half. And away we go. The Thunderbirds now traveling from right to left on the dial and starting with the ball this second half. Into the corner is Severson. She got it from Bevins. She has a three-point look on the way. No good. Rebound falls down defensively to the Falcons. That's Miller. She'll take it all the way off the glass. Roll for her. Her first regular field goal of the night. That's how you start things right if you're a Falcons fan. 33-22, Falcons still trail. 17:35 to play in the second half. Bevins to MacArthur, skip pass at the top of the key. Now we go to the far wing and knocked away by Rorigan as she was trying to find Bly on that far side. But Rorigan disrupts things. Bevins will be the one to inbound on that far sideline. Severson will receive the ball. far past the top of the near side wing. Now we'll skip back over to the far. That's MacArthur. Now we're at the top of the key. Near side wing is Severson. Now down to the near side block with Williams. Kick back out to MacArthur. She'll drive all the way to that far side block. In the middle of the, Williams was looking for the ball. She was posted up in the middle of the lane, but MacArthur puts the ball down a couple of times, and so that's a double dribble. 17 minutes to go in the game. Falcons with the ball on this left or right side of the dial. Erickson at the free throw line, kicks out to Miller. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound is loose. Williams comes up with it offensively. Iverson will take over again at the top of the key. Wilson with the ball. Drive to the baseline, puts it up on that shot, no good. Offensive rebound for Erickson, and then a foul to be called. .33-22 remains the score. Falcons to inbound the ball off the baseline. Miller, three-point wing shot on the way. Nothing but net for her. Miller with her third three-pointer of the game. 25 for them, 33 for the Thunderbirds, 16.5 to play. A little bit of press put on. Severson will come across the timeline with the ball. Skip over to that far side with Bevins. She'll come back to the top of the key. Dribbles over to the near side, trying to find Severson, who's looking to cut. Ball is interrupted, and a steal here for Iverson. She'll bring the ball on down the floor. Goes to the near side block, kick it back out. Three-pointer on the way for Miller. No good. Rebound falls defensively to Severson. Bevins gets the ball, and then she double dribbles it. So some early second half mistakes by Mahnomen Waubun, causing some issues with 16:05 to play in the game. So weird to say a high number like that in the game. Wilson on the near wing, then to Iverson, back to Wilson on this right side, trying to find Rorigan. She lost control of the ball. MacArthur got a piece of the ball, and she was the last one to touch it as it rolled out of bounds on the baseline just outside of the lane. Iverson to inbound the ball. Finds Wilson. Three-point wing shot on the way. Off the rim, no good. Rebound, skying up for it is Williams. She got the rebound, but then take it away. I'll give Iverson the steal there. Rorigan has to go against Williams in the block. And she puts the points in. Great job for Rorigan. Going up against a tall player. I mean, she's a tall player herself, but makes it work as the Thunderbirds still lead 33-27, but they've got the ball. 15-20 to play. Miller was trying to steal the ball away, and official on the far side blows his whistle, and he puts his thumbs up. 2 thumbs up to you, buddy, 2. That's a jump ball. Timeout going to be taken, and it's going to be Coach Quall taking that timeout for the Thunderbirds. 33-27, Thunderbirds lead on the Community Co-op scoreboard on yourliveevent.com and KRJM.
It's always growing season here at United Valley Bank. We're focused on growth for our customers and communities, success for farms and businesses, and improvement for ourselves. Partner with us, and you'll see firsthand just how much the right hometown banking team can change your perspective. Together, there's no limit to the heights we can reach.
United Valley Bank, our roots make us stronger.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
On yourliveevent.com and 101.5 FM KRJM. I'm Leaf Bach, and glad to have play-by-play action for you as the Thunderbirds lead the Falcons 33-27 as we approach 15:15 to go in the game. The Falcons going from left to right on the dial and have control of the ball on their side of the court. Miller at the top of the key, back to Iverson on the far wing. She'll take a three-point look. No good off the back of the rim. Rebound falls down to Keyser, who stepped in during that timeout that Coach Quall called. Ball is tossed down underneath to Williams on the other side. Rebound now to Erickson as she misses that one. Falcons continuing to do a good job rebounding. Severson pokes this one away as Miller was looking for Wilson up ahead. And so it'll be deep in the on the sideline inbound for Iverson to make for the Falcons. She'll kick it to the top to Miller to set things up. Iverson on the far side of the key. Finds Erickson in the elbow area on the far side. Miller at the top. Hands off to Iverson. She'll pick up her dribble at the top. Now on this right side of the free throw lane, I should say, to Wilson, who puts it up for a three-point shot, no good. Severson on the rebound. She'll take it all the way to that far side wing, off the rim. I thought it was going to fall out, but Severson has the touch. 35-27, 14-15 to play in the game. Erickson gets it from Iverson, kicks it back out. Back to Erickson at the free throw line. 2-3 defense being played, or maybe a 3-2 defense. Now Keyser will drop back. Wilson had the ball in the corner, drives the baseline. Rebound comes to Severson. She battles for a ball. Williams was trying to go against Rorigan, and then she travels with it. So, travel, as we see Hitchin and Strem step back in for the Falcons. Wilson and Miller take a seat. Iverson at the top of the key for the Falcons on the right side of your dial. Rorigan gets the ball, turnaround shot, no good. Rebound is going to be Severson, but she pushed her way into Hitchin to make that happen. According to my statistics, okay, I was incorrect. There's 2 fouls. I was going to say that's the first one on my sheet, but it's 2 against Severson. Inbound comes into Rorigan for the Falcons. She's got a little wing jumper, and she'll take that opportunity. She didn't know if she should or not, but found herself open. 35-29, the T-Birds still lead the Falcons with 13:30 to play in the game. Bly will take things over from Severson near half court. Over to the far side key is Severson and trying to find Keyser, but it'll be a steal instead for Erickson as Keyser was not ready. Iverson over to Strem on the far side of the key. Now to the near side on that pass. Going back over to Hitchin, and she wasn't quite expecting that, just out of her reach, so a turnover on the Falcons. 13:05 to play in the second. 35-29, Thunderbirds lead and have the ball. Bevins back to Bly, three-point shot just above the elbow, no good. Rebound falls defensively to Rorigan. She'll hand off to Iverson, who'll bring the ball down the floor. Crosses half court, fakes the handoff, and then has some trouble with Bly. Finds Hitchin on the far side. She'll drive to the block. She's got open space. Oh, just too much off the glass. Rebound is loose. Battle. Erickson offensively gets it. Puts it up, no good. Rebound will be Severson defensively. Fertile Beltrami fans not happy as a foul will be called on Hitchin. Her second. Team foul 2 in this half. As Severson had the ball, and then the Falcons have been doing a good job kind of get in there and get the steal. Severson brings the ball down the floor, looking for Williams, kicks it back out. Three-point shot for Severson is missed. Rebound will be defensive for Hitchin. Ball up ahead, Rorigan too hard off the glass. Gets her own rebound, puts it up. Oh, unlucky roll. Look down to write some things down on my stat sheet, and then I look up and there's all kinds of action. So I apologize there. 12-13 to play in the second half. 35 for the Thunderbirds, 29 for the Falcons. Falcons are shooting free throws as Rorigan puts the first one in. Mustang Seed free throws. Talk to Jay Merkins or Scott Erickson for your corn and soybean needs from Mustang Seeds. You can also visit mustangseeds.com. Second one good for Rorigan as it was quite quiet in here. There was one person on the Mahnomen Waubun side hooting and hollering. 35-31. The Falcons have held the Thunderbirds to 2 points so far in this second half. Three-point shot by Bevins is missed, and the rebound falls down to Rorigan as she's been getting aggressive here in the second half. Hitchin finds Erickson at the free throw line. Back out to Hitchin on the near side wing. Just a little bit light on the three-point shot. Rebound is to MacArthur. She's swinging her arms around, trying to find somebody to go to. Time's a ticking away, though, for 10 seconds on this side of the timeline. Now they get it across. Williams at the elbow. She thought about the three, then she gets covered up finally. Severson on the near side elbow. Drives in, now kicks out to MacArthur at the top of the key. Keyser on the high side, left side wing. Battle for the ball as they dive for it is MacArthur. She's been doing a good job. Bryn MacArthur, the freshman, stepping in and She touches the ball out of bounds. 11:55 to play in the second half. 35-31, T-Birds lead, but the Falcons have done a good job running, have 11 points in this second half, holding the Thunderbirds to 2 so far. Kind of a hook shot for Hitchens. It's knocked away, and then she'll get her own rebound. Hitchin, I should say, not Hitchens. 3-point shot by Iverson. Up, no good. Erickson comes up with an offensive rebound. Another offensive rebound for Erickson. She's throwing her elbows a little bit. And now a foul to be called. They're going to call that on MacArthur. Coach Quall is saying, hey, don't you think that she's throwing her elbows a little bit? But that's 3 for MacArthur. As Miller returns, she has the ball on the far side. That's Iverson who takes a seat. Strem with the ball on this near side wing. She tries to drive in. Now what do we Hitchin? Left-hand 3-point shot, no good. Rebound is Erickson once more, and a foul will be called from behind. Erickson and Rorigan have got a little more aggressive for their Falcon team in this second half. Erickson's already got 6 rebounds in this second half. That foul going on MacArthur, her 4th. 2 shots on the way for Erickson. First one is off the mark. Thanks to Mustang Seeds for sponsoring the free throw line. Mustang Seeds free throw. MustangSeeds.com. They've got your seed needs. Second one off the mark as well. Rebound is loose and remains loose. Now it'll be defensive for Williams. Ball pushed up ahead. Bevins with it on the block and then blocked herself by Erickson. 11 minutes to play in the game. 35-31. Thunderbirds lead, but the Falcons have the ball. Strem with it, drives, foot slides a little bit. Here's a 3-point shot for Miller. Rolls off the rim, no good. Keyser with the rebound. Hands off to Severson. She's getting a little bit of a press by Hitchin. Up ahead to Bly, and then Strem going to use her body a bit against Bly. Been seeing a good job by Brooklyn Strem and Kimberly Hitchin, both juniors for this Fertile Beltrami team. As I say that, we'll see the return of Kasia Wilson, the junior. She'll step on for Erickson, who's been battling hard in there. Inbound comes into Severson as she has a wide open lane to drive into. Finally, all the Falcons collapse on her, and there's a foul. That'll be a back-to-back foul for Strem. Her second and team foul 3 compared to the Thunderbirds 5. And the Thunderbirds lead 35-31. Mustang Seeds free throw. First one is a miss for Severson. Her first time this half to the free throw line and her first miss. Second shot on the way will fall through. She's 5 for 6 on the line and makes it 36-31, finally breaking the scoring drought that the Thunderbirds had. Quickly up ahead, Strem on the wing, and then Wilson gets blocked by Williams, and it's blocked into the hands of Severson. As she was trying to go up. Severson brings it across half court. Bly gets it in the corner near side and then goes all the way to the top. This time the official on the far side was going to say that the Falcons or the Thunderbirds were the last ones to touch it. Near side official says that was tipped, so a little bit upset Falcon crowd who I'm sitting by. Severson lands on the other side of the half-court line. Now she brings it across. Bevins gets her pick. That's it is, a screen, and then they try to pass into Williams, and a foul will be called on the Falcons. So it'll be underneath the basket to inbound. Rorigan with that foul, her second team foul 4. Bevins trying to get the ball in. Finds Williams finally. She does a hook reverse shot. No good. It would have been sweet if she would have made that, but that doesn't matter because Rorigan comes up with the defensive rebound, and now the Falcons get to work with it, only down by 5 as we approach 10 minutes to play in the second half. Strem thought about a long 3, kicks it inside. Nice little bounce pass. Gotta like that a lot. Bounce pass into Wilson, who puts the points in. She was right there, that baseline drive, and then just bounced that in. Steal here by Miller as the Thunderbirds were trying to go in. She's got all the real estate to work with, not enough power underneath it. Wilson's the last one to touch it, trying to rebound it. And so the Thunderbirds will get an opportunity. They almost had that close in on them. 36-33, 9:30 to play in the game. Thunderbirds lead, and with the ball, Severson brings it across the half-court line. Hitchin doing a good job. Williams backing down her opponent, who is Rorigan. Missed on the shot. Miller with the rebound. She drives, now hesitates, go in. No shot. They're going to say a foul here on Severson. I don't know if she wouldn't have hesitated there on that left side wing. She might have been able to just drive in. Foul is the second on Severson. MacArthur will step back onto the floor. Williams will step off. She's been battling in there pretty hard. We also see the return of Erickson as Rorigan gets a break. Hitchin now to Strem in the corner. Far side three-point corner. Shot no good. Rebound is offensive to Hitchin. Into Erickson. Off the glass and in. Great job there. As the Thunderbirds drive to the other end, that MacArthur gets it taken away by Erickson for the steal. 1 point lead for the Thunderbirds, just under 9 minutes to play, 36-35. Wilson puts it off the glass. Rebound is defensive to MacArthur. She'll find Severson to outlet to. Comes across half court. MacArthur with a good screen. She drives in, goes up. They're going to call the block, and I think she gets the points. You bet. Nice drive there for Severson. Great screen up top by MacArthur, and the Falcons were just a little bit late to recover. Basket was good, they say. I think I marked that already, and then they call the second one will be good as well. 39-35. 6 for 7 on the free throw line. 8:30 to play, 39-35. Three-point shot from Strem, no good. Rebound is loose, falls into Keyser's hands defensively at the baseline. Severson gets the pass. She passes way up ahead to Bevins. Erickson is there to stop it, and the shot is missed. Miller for the Falcons on the rebound. Now up ahead to Strem on the wing. Hitchin on this near side key. Wilson is in the lane. She's got 4 girls around her. Kicks out to Erickson at the free throw line. Now we're at the top of the key with Miller. 3-point left-hand shot from Hitchin, no good. Rebound is knocked away by the tall Erickson. Last touch by her, so it'll be Thunderbird ball. We'll see Rorigan and Iverson step back on for the Falcons as Hitchin steps off and Stram will step off. Williams comes back on for the Thunderbirds. MacArthur will take a seat. Bly inbounds and finds Severson. Token press put on by Miller of the Falcons. Now she'll get across half court, so the count will stop. Bly on the far side of the key. Looking for Severson, who is cutting. This one will be taken away by Iverson. Wilson got a little piece of it to roll into her hands. Iverson kicks over to Wilson. Far side, three-point wing shot. No good. Rebound. Battle for it. Erickson comes up with it offensively. She gets her own offensive rebound, and she'll get to shoot 2 here. Great job by Tori Erickson, the sophomore, battling in there for those rebounds as the Falcons trail by 4, 39-35. She's trying to cut into that lead with these 2 free throws at 7:32 to play. Mustang Seed free throw 1 on the way is good. That's the first free throw that's gone through the strings for Tori Erickson tonight. You know, she'll be putting in some work on her free throws as she rattles this one home. She's 2 for 6 tonight. And it's 39-37 in favor of the Thunderbirds after the Falcons make those free throws. Miller tries to go after Severson, and Severson gets past. Keyser now to Bly up top. She's trying to drive, and they're going to call a block on Miller. And I said block, but they called her for on the arm. Ooh, that's very close. As Severson got that one on the backcourt, brings it back up front. Bevins trying to call things out. Now she gets the ball at the top of the key. 7:10 to play. 2-point lead for the Thunderbirds, and Erickson has got to battle against Williams, and she'll foul her from behind. Erickson being one of the taller players and being aggressive, only with 3 fouls now. Both teams will be in the bonus from here on out. 7:06 to play. 39-37 lead. Mustang Seed free throw on its way from Williams. This one off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound will fall into Iverson's hand, way out at the top of the key as it bounced off a bunch of people. Iverson will take a three-point opportunity, and when opportunity knocks, you open the door. Good job, as this is the lead now. It's been a while since the Fertile Beltrami Falcons have had a lead, 40-39. Ball knocked away by the Falcons, and it'll be a sideline inbound here for the Thunderbirds. 6:46 to play in the game. Williams trying to get to that ball, but Erickson gets to it, and then Erickson with the steal, and Williams pushes her over. We've got bonus. MacArthur will step onto the floor for Williams, and we'll see if Erickson can work this one out for her. Little Hooten off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound off the foot of Bly, I believe. Is that what they say? So it'll stay with the Falcons. So missed free throw, but the Falcons will get to keep the ball and inbound. Nice little pass. The T-Birds were not ready for that, as Iverson passed right to the middle of the lane where Rorigan was, and she just puts that jumper in. 42-39 lead for the Falcons, 6:30 to go. Severson trying to find Bevins. Iverson knocks that one away into the baseline, so there'll be a baseline opportunity here for Mahnomen Waubun. Bevins inbounds to MacArthur on that far side corner. Ooh, MacArthur, she wanted to make the pass, but she shuffled her feet while she was looking around her defender. So unfortunate turnover there. Williams set to come in as Iverson brings the ball down the floor for the Falcons. 2-3 zone defense put on by Mahnomen Waubun. Iverson drives to the wing, and then a foul will be called here on Bly. Iverson was trying to pass back out on top, and she got her on the arm. 1-1 coming our way. Substitute coming in, and it'll be the switch of Williams and MacArthur. Again, Nevaeh Williams, a junior for this team. She's been doing a good job in there. MacArthur, the freshman, doing a great job for Mahnomen Waubun. 1-1, first shot made. This is the first trip for Josie Iverson, the junior, for the Falcons. She hits the first one, earns the second. That shot on the way, rolls around, no good. Rebound is offensive for Erickson. Rorigan puts it up and in for 3-point conversion total. 2 points for Rorigan. It made sense in my head. I apologize there. 45-39 lead, just under 6 to play. Severson going up and gets fouled as she was on the drive. They call that one on Williams. Or excuse me, not on Williams, other team, on Wilson. That's the first one on Wilson for the night. First shot up and in for Severson. After a brief meeting with his team there, Bevins comes off the floor. Oh, she rolled her ankle, as the second one is good for Severson. 41 for the Thunderbirds, 45 for Fertile Beltrami Falcons, 5:50 to play in the game. Iverson brings it down to the right side of the dial for the Falcons. Miller back to Iverson, now Erickson at the free throw line. Wilson on this near side wing, out to Iverson, three-point shot on the way, no good. It was just short of the rim. Coach Steeney asking if that was a tip, and it wasn't, as Rorigan hits this one back toward Bly. So the Thunderbirds will try to inbound again. Press put on by the Thunderbirds. Severson gets it. Now it'll be just one-on-one press with Miller. Rorigan hits the floor for no reason. Bly gets the pass back to the top of the key from Severson. Now we go back over to that far side. Down along the far side lane. Keyser is in the corner for three. Her first points of the night. Assist put on by MacArthur, who did a nice job driving and a good job kicking out. Great job for Keyser to find that opportunity. Erickson at the free throw line. Iverson thought about the three for the Falcons. Drives in, goes up against the tall Williams. Rebound comes down to Williams. She gets double teamed and then kicks out to Severson. As she was open, she quickly brings it up the floor. Under 5 minutes to play in the game. 45 for the Falcons, 44 for the T-Birds. MacArthur trying to find Keyser again in the corner for 3. Off the inside of the rim, no good. Rebound falls down to Iverson. For the Falcons, she'll bring it on down the floor. Miller on this near side high wing area. On the near side lane is Erickson, finds Rohr again, puts it up. Rebound falls defensively to Williams. Williams hands off to Severson, driving down with 4:30 to play. 1 point lead for the Falcons, but the Thunderbirds in control of the ball right now. Keyser with a good streak through the lane, and then ball slips through her hands. It also slips through Erickson's hands of the Falcons, so it'll stay on the baseline for the Thunderbirds. Bly trying to find somebody to inbound to. Goes over the top of Keyser. She'll finally gather it up near half court. MacArthur with the pick, and then Bly gets the ball, and she'll set things up way near the half court line. As we have 4:05 to go in the game. 45-44, Falcons with the lead. Thunderbirds with the ball. Far side wing is Severson. Now Williams up at the top of the key. A little bit out of place for her, I'm sure, is trying to get that ball poked away. Severson finds an open slot, pushes through. Great job by her on the layup, and the 1 point lead now to the Thunderbirds. 46-45, 3:45 to play. Iverson to Erickson at the free throw line. Keisha Wilson for 3 on the wing, no good. Rebound falls down to Williams. Hand off to Severson, who's been doing a good job controlling her Thunderbird team as guard. Now Bly will be the one in control near center court. Far side key is Severson. MacArthur cutting across the free throw line, kicks to that far side corner where Keyser is. Now we're back to the far side elbow with Williams. Severson with a 1 dribble and up in the middle of the lane for the points. Now it's a 3 point lead with 3:10 to play in the game. 48-45 on the Community Co-op scoreboard for the Thunderbirds lead. Iverson to Erickson at the elbow. Now Miller back to Iverson. We kick to the far side with Wilson. Thunderbirds shift over. Erickson, now Miller on the near side. Top of the key. Iverson fakes the 3, takes a dribble. 1-2 dribble. In, out. Oh my goodness. Unlucky iron there as this one falls defensively for Severson. Up ahead to Keyser. Now she'll kick back to MacArthur. Long 2-pointer from the far wing is good. MacArthur's first points of the night. 50 for the Thunderbirds, 45 for the Falcons on the Community Co-op scoreboard. 2:38 to go as Coach Steeney wants a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well.
Glasses say so much about your personality and personal style. At Valley Vision Clinic, they are happy to work with you in selecting frames that complement your features and vision needs as well as fit your budget. If you're not sure that glasses are for you, ask the Valley Vision Clinic in Ada about contact lenses. There are many advantages to consider when determining if contact lenses are right for you, and the knowledgeable staff at Valley Vision can answer any questions you may have. For all your eye care needs, call Dr. Dave Solseng and staff at Valley Vision Clinic in Ada, 784-4091.
Parents of the students at the Waubun-Ogama-Whiter School District, keeping up with what you need to know is easy. So log on to waubun.k12.mn.us and find out what is happening at the schools. Plus view valuable resources directed towards you at the left-hand side of the homepage. And listen to the Waubun-Ogama-Whiter School News Thursday mornings at 9:05 a.m. on Gold 101.5 FM KRJM.
Thanks for being with us on YourLiveEvent.com. As we wait to join the radio again, and welcome again on Gold 101.5 FM, KRJM. I'm Leif Bach, and 50 for the Thunderbirds, 45 for the Falcons, with 2:35 to play in the game. It's a good one, folks. Glad you're tuned in. A drive by Iverson for the Falcons of Fertile Beltrami as she misses it, but an offensive rebound and putback for Erickson is fruitful. Bevins will step onto the floor now for the Thunderbirds, as the Thunderbirds have reached 10 fouls, but this was on a shot, and the shot was good. That was MacArthur's 5th. That's why she steps on. Good job by the freshman. Really good job for her. 3-point old-fashioned way for Erickson. 2:25 to go in the game. The Falcons trail 50-48 as the Thunderbirds have the ball. Williams trying to get that pass, and pushed from behind by Erickson. Her 4th foul, team foul 9. So we are at the 1-and-1 bonus still for the Thunderbirds. 2:15 to play in the game. Mustang Seeds free throw on the way is good for Williams. She is 4 for 6 now. Tasia Wilson will step on for Tori Erickson for the Falcons. Made the first, earned the second. Here's the second shot for Nevaeh Williams. Also good. 52-48. T-Birds lead the Falcons on KRJM and YourLiveEvent.com. I'm Leif Bakken. Glad to have this play-by-play action for you as we approach 2 minutes to go in the game. Iverson for 3 on the far side. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound falls down to Keyser. Keyser passes to Williams, who finds Severson to bring the ball down the floor as per usual. Bly will have it near center court. Back to Severson on the far side of the key. No shot clock in Minnesota, so you can run the game out if you want, really. I mean, but you have to watch out for all the other counts. 5 seconds, 3 seconds, all that stuff. Severson and Bly just playing a little handoff at the top. Bevins has the ball. Bounce pass to Williams. She has the open side of the lane and puts it in. Extending the lead, 54-48. Both coaches clapping, telling their team, keep up the hard work. Iverson to Miller, back to Iverson at the top. Now Strem on the near side, back to Iverson. Wilson set the screen, but Iverson chose not to use it. Rorigan underneath, trying to go up against her opponent. Kicks back out, 3-point shot on the way, no good. Rebound is offensive for Wilson, off the glass and in. Great job for Wilson there, and a 30-second timeout called. Community Co-op scoreboard reads 54 for the Thunderbirds, 50 for the Falcons. We'll be right back.
The White Earth Tribal and Community College is open and can help you take the next step with your education. They offer on-campus classes. Online class options are available for students as well. They're local with small class sizes and they have affordable tuition. Apply in person or online at www.wetcc.edu. And don't forget to like them on Facebook. The White Earth Tribal and Community College, open and ready to help you take the next step in your education.
Welcome back on YourLiveEvent.com. I'm Leif Bakken. Missed the button for the radio folks, so they're going to have to wait a little bit longer as we've got 104 to go. 54-50 is the score in favor of the Thunderbirds after that timeout was called. This one bounces away from the Thunderbirds and then goes off of Bevins as she tries to intercept that one. And we're going to see Erickson return as Strem gets back to the bench. I apologize to the folks on KRJM. Missed one play as the Thunderbirds inbounded, but it was taken away by the Falcons and then knocked out of bounds by the Thunderbirds. Under a minute to play now as we're on the near side wing with Iverson. Miller now over to Tasia Wilson for the Falcons on the far side. Miller at the top of the key. 54-50. 3-point shot on the way by Wilson. No good. Rebound was knocked away, and Erickson was trying to get that offensive rebound, but it goes off of her and out of bounds. Williams will be the one to inbound it with 47 seconds to go and the 4-point lead. Trying to inbound it, finds Severson. Up to Bevins, who brings it across half court now. Iverson will foul her because she has some fouls to give, but neither team does necessarily as a team. So Bevins will be the one to shoot free throws. This will be her second trip tonight to the free throw line. Mustang Seeds free throws. Contact Jay Merkins and Scott Erickson at Mustang Seeds for your corn and soybean needs. Double bonus as the first one is made by Bevins to try to solidify this a little more for the Thunderbirds, but anything can happen in 40.4 seconds. I've seen it before. Second shot on the way, also good. 56-50, Thunderbirds lead. Iverson bringing the ball down the floor. Passes to Miller at the top of the key. Now a high pass. Bly gets a piece of it. Is she going to come up with the steal? I'll give it to her. As the Thunderbirds come up with it, now 25 seconds to go in the game. Six-point lead, and now a foul by Iverson, her fourth. Two shots coming up here for Severson, who has been doing very well from the free throw line. I would have said this is the person not to foul. Try to foul somebody else because she is 9 for 10 on the night. Now, with that Mustang Seed free throw make, here comes the second one. Off the front of the rim. Rebound falls down to the Falcons. Rorigan. Wilson now over to Iverson. Three-point shot on the way. Off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound is offensive for Erickson. Off the backboard and good. Timeout going to be taken by the Falcons, and it will be a minute-long timeout. We'll be back in 1 minute on KRJM and your live event.
Winter storms can create broken tree limbs and power outages. They can also create a dangerous landscape. Ice-coated power lines can continue to carry electricity whether they're sagging or on the ground. If you see low-hanging or down power lines, assume they are energized and deadly. Stay far away from them, keep others away from them, and report the location. This message from Wild Rice Electric Cooperative. We care about you and your safety.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haaf, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
Minute-long timeout there, and they are trailing by 5. Thanks to Erin for getting us back on yourliveevent.com. Appreciate her help tonight. Thank you so much. As the Thunderbirds lead 57-52 on the Community Co-op scoreboard, forcing the Falcons to foul here on the inbound. Coach Quall telling his team, get back, just get back. We don't need to foul and give them more opportunities. Severson will be the one to shoot 2 in the double bonus. 9 seconds even to play. And Severson trying to extend the lead as she does with that one, a 58-52. So that's a 6-point lead. Dribble, dribble, dribble. Spin in the hand. Second shot good. So, 7-point lead. Iverson brings the ball down. Long three-point from the top of the key is nailed. Clock is still running, and now the time will expire. Hard-fought battle for these two teams, and the Battle of the Birds ends up in the hands of the Thunderbirds of Mahnomen Waubun as they took on the fertile Beltrami Falcons. A final score of 59-55. Good game here, folks. Glad you could join us on yourliveevent.com and KRJM 101.5 FM. We're going to take a quick break and be coming back with your Irie Insurance post-game report. And we'll be talking about some statistics here, and we'll be also talking about our Subway sub of the game, our stars of the game, Enbridge Energy, and we'll talk with the coaches as well. So stick around. We've got a lot coming your way on yourliveevent.com and KRJM. The Thunderbirds beat the Falcons 59-55.
You may read articles that attempt to predict market conditions and returns, but these are impossible to predict. At Bighorn Financial Services, we work hard to educate our clients during the retirement planning process while providing you with a customized strategy that aims to suit your needs. We work hard to give you the confidence you need as you look to the future. Now is a great time to review your accounts, and we'd love to help you along the way. Call me, Kurt Fillion at Bighorn, to set up an appointment. 218-444-8894. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA and SIPC.
When you're on your way to the lake for a day of fishing, no matter what season it is, you need to stop by Bones 113 Bait and Tackle on Highway 113 east of Waubun. Bones carries a great supply of live, fresh bait. He has all of the fishing supplies and tackle you need to be successful on the water. Bones also has grocery items, gas at the pump, off sale, and so much more. Stop by on your way to the lake. Bones 113 Bait and Tackle, Highway 113 east of Waubun. Pregame Super Value of Mahnomen is your hometown grocery store, proudly serving Mahnomen and the surrounding communities. Featuring weekly specials, a well-stocked meat department, fresh baked items from the bakery, and a great selection of fresh produce. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. And you can check them out online at BrueggemannSuperValue.com. Brueggemann Super Value. They are proud to be your hometown grocery store. Proudly serving Mahnomen and the surrounding communities, it's Brueggemann Super Value. When you're in the market for a new vehicle, check out ChristianCarsOnline.com. ChristianCarsOnline.com. Chevy, GMC, Dodge, Jeep, and Ford. They have cars, trucks, SUVs, crossovers, and so much more. ChristianCarsOnline.com. Vehicles from Christian Brothers Ford, Christian Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Finley Motors, and Christian Motors of Fertile. A new vehicle is what you're looking for. Visit ChristianCarsOnline.com.
Community Co-op provides energy solutions. Farm fuels, lubricants, propane, natural gas are all available to farms, homes, businesses from Community Co-op. They enjoy working with their customers to meet your fuel and energy solutions. Call 1-888-935-2281 for farm fuel pricing, contract programs, farm lubricants, propane pricing, and delivery for farm, home, business, and natural gas service. Community Co-op appreciates the business of all current and new customers.
Bank with the area's lending leader, Community Development Bank in Ogama. Open at 8:30 a.m. Monday through Friday. They offer more to serve you, their valued customers. See Robin for all of your financial needs. Boat loans, car loans, four-wheelers, business, home improvement, and vacation home loans. They do it all. Call 218-983-3241 or log on to comdevbank.com. Community Development Bank in Ogama. Member FDIC.
Proper dental health is a lifelong effort. Brushing and flossing regularly, as well as routine visits to the dentist, will help ensure that you have a mouth full of happy and healthy teeth. This friendly reminder is courtesy of Polk County and Norman-Mahnomen Public Health Child and Teen Checkups Program, reminding you to have your children and teens examined by their medical and dental provider on a regular basis. For more information about child and teen checkups, contact your local public health agency or find us on social media.
More years to come and meeting many more of you as we welcome those on yourliveevent.com as well. Our post-game, Irie Insurance post-game report and our post-game Coach's Corner brought to you by Coach's Comments brought to you by Barrick Family Farm as we talk with Coach Kelly Steeney of the Fertile Beltrami Falcons. Coach, first half, you get kind of put behind, but you guys come out firing in the second half. You held them to 2 for a long time there. Talk a little bit about what you guys talked about at halftime to really bring the intensity in the second half.
Well, I thought defensively we weren't getting any touches. We were sagging off too far. We didn't communicate well enough. I mean, so they were getting to the basket. We kind of let them have their way with us, and you know, we sat on 17 in the first half there for 7-8 minutes. Okay, and you can't do that against good teams. Okay, and they extended the lead out to 16 or 17 at that point. We did, chip it a little ways by halftime, but like I told the girls, I said we got to play 36 minutes, and we came out flat. I shouldn't say came out flat. We did all right the first few minutes, and then we got flat in the middle of that first half, and it just seemed like we couldn't get it started again.
Talk about, again, the intensity. It felt like Rorigan and Erickson really stepped up in that second half. They started boxing out more. They got a lot of second looks. So you got to be proud of the girls for trying there and trying hard.
The effort was there all night. It's not that we weren't working hard and stuff like that. It's just that we weren't playing very well together. In the second half, I thought we were getting touches, we were getting steals, we were getting all kinds of good things happening because we were putting that just a tiny bit more effort into it. And it showed, but like I said, like I told the girls, it's 36 minutes in the game. We those 8 minutes in the first half killed us, and we need to figure something out where we can get some scoring other than our front 5 or 6. And, if we can do that, we'll see what happens. But, we need some more assistance. And at times I thought we played a little bit tired, and we shouldn't have been tired. We had 3 practices this week, but it gets to be a tight, close ball game like this. sometimes the mental drain. And like I said, we have to be able to deal with it because we got some very stiff competition coming up.
Talk a little bit about the competition you have coming up. What's that look like, and what is your plan? What do you want to take from tonight and carry on to those games?
Well, the never quit attitude is great. We came out in the second half. It's probably the best start in the second half that we've had all year. So we show that we can play with good teams. That's not the point. So we have to figure out that there's 36 minutes in the game. We had a lead there in the second half, and all of a sudden we had a couple of lapses on the defensive side, and they went up. I think they went on a 9-0 run maybe, because I think we were up by 4, and then all of a sudden they were up by 5. So we can't have that stretch in there either. I mean, that just a little bit of a letdown, and we're not talking. It probably isn't even hardly noticeable when you're watching the game, but they took advantage of something, made a basket, and we were a little bit out of position, or we didn't get a loose ball, or whatever it happened to be, where they were able to capitalize on it.
One of the other things I want to note before we move on is, again, you talk about the effort and how good your girls were doing. Everybody on your team, just about, I guess I didn't see Erickson and Rorigan take 3-point shots, but everybody had an opportunity and they tried. And when they had that open shot, you let them do that. Is that fair to say, or do you prefer that they? We saw Miller and Iverson also drive in, or else they tried to look around. And I think your girls have good eyesight when it comes to trying to find someone.
Yeah, and those girls that are shooting threes, they have the green light to shoot it. I mean, they've proven that they can make shots. We have to be able to spread out that zone a little bit. And if we can hit a few of those shots and pull it out a little bit, it creates more seams for us to either attack or, get the ball inside. We can do that kind of stuff too. But, it wasn't consistent enough. I thought we hit a few. And then some of the kids that have normally shot pretty well from the arc was maybe a little bit cold today for whatever reason. I guess sometimes the ball just doesn't go in the hole it's nice if it does every game, but let's be true. The reality is that doesn't always happen.
We're talking with head coach of the Beltrami Falcons, Kelly Steeney. And, Coach, you talked about some stiff competition coming up, including this one you had against the Thunderbirds. Tell me a little bit about who you have next and what your plan is moving ahead.
Well, we have a kind of a nice week because we only got one game next week. So we got 3 practices before we get to our next competition. I believe it's Winnimac. I'm not sure. But after that, it's Foston back on the agenda. I know we got Ada coming in. We've got, I don't even know who we got after that. There's some very good teams out there, and we have to figure out how to win.
Yep, you're exactly right. You've got Winnimac, Foston, and then Ada Borup West. So, I think your team showed a lot of heart, especially when you're down 33-20 at half, and you had a good word with them apparently in the locker room, and then you come back and you play really hard. And so, best of luck as things move on, and we'll see you down the road as we go along.
All right, thank you.
Coach Kelly Steeney of the Beltrami Falcons. And this is the Irie Insurance post-game report. We continue our Barrick Family Farm coaches' comments in just a bit.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Girls basketball game, welcoming in our Your Live event folks as well. As we come to the conclusion of this one, 59 for the Thunderbirds, 55 for the Falcons. We are in our Irie Insurance post-game report. And this is the Barrick Family Farm post-game coaches' comments as we talk with Coach Zach Quall of the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds. First off, Coach, congratulations. You guys had some tough competition in that second half, and the hard work for both teams paid off.
Yeah, Ferdo's such a good team. when we went into the half up 13, I wasn't expecting to finish the game up 13. You know, I knew it was going to be a battle, and I knew Kelly was going to go in and make some adjustments, and he did. And you know, they really started to turn us over more on the offensive end and make sure that we weren't getting shots. We went on a really dry spell in the second half. But, you know, overall, being down 3 starters and playing a team that's right now first place on their side of the conference, and I would say, you know, first place in the conference, and coming out and getting a win, I'm so proud of my kids. Like I told them in the locker room, it's the most proud I've ever been of a team I've coached. The effort and the grit that they showed tonight, and the want to, and just, you know, going with the ebbs and flows of a game that was intense and back and forth, and just, I couldn't be more proud of my group.
You know, I think the other thing to talk about there is that you had some things to work through. You had injuries, you had sickness, and so you only played your 6 that you talked about, and you had the backups if you needed them, but that's a lot of hard playing and rotating, and I got to credit Bryn MacArthur, I'm sure you did, for coming in and switching with Williams, and then you have Keyser coming on, and she did a great job. So, but again, like you said, it's good to hear that you're proud of them, especially battling through all the troubles.
Yeah, for sure. Like you'd mentioned 2 kids, Savannah Keyser and Bryn MacArthur, that, you know, before tonight, they got, you know, I would say a maximum of 4 or 5 minutes in a varsity game. So for them to come in and do what they did and just be a contributor, and really they didn't hurt us at all, you know. And I thought specifically, like, Bryn, I mean, she knocked down a big shot in transition there, and Savannah, I thought, rebounded the ball so well defensively, and that was such a key for us in the game, was to rebound. We didn't want to give Fertile second chance opportunities, and for a while we were, and that was what allowed them to come back. But, you know, just like I said, so proud of the effort, and only having 6 and just being tough, and I can't thank my kids enough, because they did everything and more that I asked them to do, and so I'm happy.
As you mentioned, you were up 33-20 at half, and then you were very correct. You were held to 2 points for what I would call in North Dakota ball a first quarter.
Yeah.
And but then you have this big battle at the end.
Yep.
What did you have to tell your girls in a couple of those timeouts that were taken to take that lead back there at the end and then keep the lead?
You know, I didn't really say anything too motivational. We just kind of kept the status quo. You know, when you know, it wasn't like hey, this is a big moment, we got to, you know, it's kind of just what the things we always say. You got to get stops, got to be patient on offense, get good shots, make sure we're being smart with the ball. It was just, you know, when you get down to that nitty-gritty and those tight games at the end, it's really about execution, and that's what we were preaching, was let's execute. If we execute, we'll be in a good spot, a good chance to win at the end of the game, and you know, and then we got ourselves in a situation where we hit some free throws at the end, which really is, I mean, you know, some free throws are bigger than others. You know, as much as people probably don't feel that way sometimes, they feel like all of them are important. You know, the moment does get bigger, and for our kids to step up to the line and knock down some shots at the end of the game, that's huge. So really, you know, we talk about execution all the time, and I think just keeping that message consistent in a big moment is really important as a coach.
You brought up those free throws, and I'm going to talk about them. You must work on them pretty hard in the gym, because Kendra Severson, according to my statistics, of course unofficial, I have her down. She was 11 for 13.
Yeah, that's a great shooting night, huh?
Yeah.
And you know, that's a typically a little bit better percentage than what she shot this year, but you know, she's finally starting to look a little healthy, you know, and she's kind of our horse that makes the engines go a lot of times. But you know, for her to step up and hit free throws at the end of the game like that, that's huge, and just making them all throughout the game. You know, the points are still worth the same. Like I talked about the moment being bigger, but the points are still worth the same. So yeah, I'm, like I said, very proud of. I'm just so proud of 1 through 6. You know, and I would be remiss to not mention Elena Bevins. You know, going out there when Bryn fouled out, Elena was a no-go. I mean, her ankle rolled really good, and she said, I got it. I'll tough it out. I can do it for 2 minutes. And then you look at a kid like Sophia Bly, you know, we have a group of seniors that are Riley, Sunshine, and Sophia, and she's the only one available for us tonight from that senior class. So for her, I thought it was her best senior leadership night that I've seen from her all year, and what a big moment to have that. You know what I mean? Just super proud of that kid too, because she knows what she does well. She's not really looking to score a ton, but you know, she's going to defend and she's going to be scrappy, and and she's going to rebound the basketball when she can for her size, and she's just going to try to defend really hard and make that her niche. And but tonight she led, and I'm, like I said, just 1 through 6. I'm so proud. And you know, I don't know I don't know. I don't want to miss anybody. Nevaeh Williams. I mean, how many times did we get the ball to her in the post, and she had a little drop step layup that she just, especially early in the first half, she carried us offensively for a while there, just getting the ball down low. And so, you know, I like I said, I don't want to miss any of these 6 kids because it was just such a valiant effort, and I'm so proud of them.
We're talking here with head coach of the Thunderbirds, Zach Quall, and they have the win over the Fertile Beltrami Falcons, 59-55. Coach, let's talk a little bit about what's coming up for you guys. Looks like you've got Hillcrest Lutheran Academy next, followed by Sacred Heart. Talk a little bit, of course, taking a game at a time, but tell me a little bit about what you're looking for here.
Yeah, well, you know, we're just going to try to, against Hillcrest, you know, we want to make sure that we just do the things that we do well, get baseline to baseline and defense and rebound and get in transition and make shots and be patient on offense and, you know, all the things we try to do tonight. You know, we might have found something a little bit with this zone too, you know, work on that a little bit. I liked it tonight, and but you know, Hillcrest is not a team I know much about. I got to do some scouting this weekend. That's kind of my weekend goal. And Sacred Heart, same thing. I don't really know much about them, you know, but we played them last year, and they played us tough last year in Mahnomen, and most of their kids are back. I think they only graduated 2 seniors. We didn't get a chance to play Hillcrest last year just with the COVID schedule, but, you know, 2 years ago they had a really good guard, and I'm not sure if she's still back or not, but, you know, it should be 2 tough games. I mean, our schedule is tough. It's not, you know, every night's going to be a battle with whoever we play, and we got to be ready to go on Monday and Tuesday.
What do you want to take away from tonight's game, this game against the Falcons, and go against your other opponents? What did you like about tonight that really needs to be reflected the rest of the season?
Effort, and, you know, just effort and grit and toughness. You know, playing with a purpose. You know, sometimes we can get a little bit nonchalant, and I think tonight there was no nonchalantness. I mean, they wanted to prove that even shorthanded, we were going to compete, and that was at the center of everything. And if we can play that way all year round and all the time, make sure we show up every night like that, I think we'll be a really tough basketball team to beat, because you're going to add age to our kids that are missing, and you know, add grit to that, and I think we'll just be a really tough basketball team. So I hope the effort continues and that the toughness continues, because I was just so happy to coach that tonight.
Let's talk again about somewhat literally the plague has hit your team. Some injuries and stuff, and you talked about being so proud of all 6 of these ladies that played for you tonight. But let's talk again about Bryn MacArthur and Savannah Keyser. Both of them doing a fantastic job, stepping up to the plate. Bryn doing a great job on the floor, kind of taking control. She has a good eye. You could see her make some great passes. And then, of course, Savannah Keyser putting her body on somebody. I think she did lead your team in rebounds with 8, according to my statistics. So, I mean, as you say, it tells me that you're going to look at putting them into your rotation a little bit more as we move forward.
100%. They've earned it. I mean, I would say after tonight, they've earned that. You know, they've proven to me that they can handle varsity minutes in big chunks, and that I should play them more. And you know, those things happen to coaches. You know, I wasn't trying to stymie them by any means, but sure, gosh dang, they sure did earn it tonight. And I think I'm going to continue moving forward, which is only going to help us in the long run, because it allows us to be deeper, and allows us to play 8, 9, 10, which, you know, you see our boys do that all the time. They play so deep with 8, 9 guys, and it really helps them and stay energized and not have any lulls in the second half in terms of energy. So, but yeah, absolutely. Those kids have earned some extra minutes moving forward, and I'll make sure that happens.
Stepping up to the next level, the juniors, those 2 being freshmen. The next one's juniors, Bevins, Severson, along with Williams. Again, them showing leadership, and I think that you've got a great guard in Kendra Severson. She knows how to control her team, as you mentioned. But also, as you mentioned, Alana Bevins, who had some good looks. She's got a great eye to find somebody to pass to as well. And then Williams just doing a great job posting up and just being that big body that you need.
Absolutely. I mean, that's a great class for us. And they have been a great class for us since they were 7th, 8th graders. We knew they were going to be good if they got in the gym and made sure they worked on their game, and they have done that. All 3 of them absolutely love basketball, and that's a great class for us. And like you said, they're starting to get older and developing into that leadership role as juniors, and next year they'll be seniors, and then it's kind of an expectation as a senior to make sure you're leading the rest of the group. So, like you said, just such a great class for us, and the future's bright, and I'm very happy to be a part of it.
And last question for you, last thing for you is talk about your senior that played this evening, and that is Sophia Bly.
Yeah.
Like you said, I don't have her down for any points that I saw, and you said maybe she doesn't score that much, but a leader out there trying to prove herself. She had quite a few assists, had some steals, so she's quick. Again, good read on the floor, and you got to be proud.
And Sophia Bly, she's so valuable in so many other ways than what you see in a box score. She closes out so quickly on shooters, and which, when you look at the newspaper, you're not going to see Sophia Bly 10 great closeouts. You just don't see that stat. But if you're watching the game and you understand it and you know how valuable that is, because you got a kid like tonight, Fertile Beltrami, they got a kid in Josie Iverson that can knock it down lights out. And I thought Sophia, especially when Josie was on Sophia's side of her zone, she did not let her get jump shots off in the three-point land, and you don't see that in the stats. Like I said, that's just the value you don't see, and so she brings things to the table that are nitty and gritty, and you can't coach. It's just an effort thing, super proud of her, and her back was against the wall because her buddies are gone, her class is gone, but gosh dang, she played hard and played well too, and this soaking I got in the locker room of water was her idea, so she'll run a couple extra sprints next time we practice. But other than that, proud of her.
Coach Zach Quall of the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds, he's now encouraged me to add one more thing to my stat sheet. I don't need more things to keep track of, Zach, but I'll add closeouts to my stat sheet now.
Perfect. I think all your basketball enthusiasts will love that one.
Thank you so much, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Leaf.
Coach Zach Quall with the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds. This is the Irie Insurance post-game report. And the post-game coaches interviews wrapped up thanks to Barrick Family Farm. We're going to come back in about 30 seconds and continue on our post-game, so stick with us, folks. We'll be right back.
Gordon Construction of Mahnomen is a Native American-owned business proudly operating on the White Earth Indian Reservation since 1983. As a bonded general contractor, Gordon Construction provides years of experience in large, detailed, and within-budget projects. Gordon Construction is committed to the safety of its employees and the environment of its work sites. To learn more about Gordon Construction of Mahnomen, visit gcmahnomen.com or call 218-935-2191.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Leaf Bach, and we appreciate you being on yourliveevent.com and KRJM 101.5 FM. Again, I'm Leaf Bakken. Thanks so much to Erin. She's sticking through this and is like, come on, man, get through this. I've got things to do. This is the Irie Insurance post-game report. Irie Insurance, there for your insurance needs. Visit them at irieins.com. That's IHRYINS.com. As we move along here and get to your Stars of the Game, brought to you by Pinehurst Resort. Stars of the Game. My Stars of the Game I've got marked here on the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbird side. Bryn MacArthur, a freshman for this team, stepping up and getting some time in, and so really good job for her. She only had one basket on the night, but she did a good job stepping up and helping out her team, that is for sure. The other star, of course, going to be Kendra Severson. She led the team in points, led the team in steals, and she led the team in blocks as well. She did a great job, the junior, and looking forward to seeing more from her. I'm sure a lot of folks are in the future. As for the Fertile Beltrami Falcons, your Stars of the Game going to go to number 1, Josie Iverson. She's a junior for that team. She did a great job. She hit a couple of threes. She led that team really well. She had the leader in steals with 4, and just a great job by her. And then your other star for the Falcons going to be Tori Erickson, the sophomore. She got aggressive in there and had 10 rebounds in the second half, a total of 12 for the game, and got in there, got some putbacks, made some free throws, and did a good job. So there is your Pinehurst Resort Stars of the Game. As for those of you on yourliveevent.com, we're glad you're keeping up with us. The Pinehurst Resort stars of the game for you, and we'll be coming back here with the sub of the game, I should say, in just a second. So stick with us as we wait on our radio folks to join us again. Again, appreciate everybody on your live event, and thanks for everything those folks have done that you see rotating in the corner. The commercials you've seen tonight, say thank you to them if you see any of them as we return back on KRJM Gold 101.5. And we talk about our Subway Ada sub of the game as, our sub of the game tonight going to be the only sub that the Thunderbirds had, and that is Savannah Keyser, the freshman. She did a great job. She led her team in rebounding. She nailed a three-pointer from the corner. It was awesome to see. She did a great job. So Subway Ada sub of the game goes to Savannah Keyser, the freshman, coming off the bench for the Thunderbirds.
Whether it's plumbing or heating, call the professionals with Hoban's Plumbing and Heating, 218-983-3611. Hoban's Plumbing and Heating works with Rheem water heaters, Tempstar furnaces, and they also work with geothermal, northern heat pumps, and they have North Star water softeners that you can buy or rent. Whether it's plumbing or heating, contact the professionals with Hoban's Plumbing and Heating to get the job done. Hoban's Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving the Lakes area and beyond for over 30 years. Call 218-983-3611.
On YourLiveEvent.com, I'm Leaf Bach, and we'll wait on the radio a bit. Final score 59-55 on the Community Co-op scoreboard in favor of the Thunderbirds over the Falcons from Fertile Beltrami. Welcoming those of you from KRJM land in 59-55 final score, Thunderbirds over the Falcons here from Waubun, Minnesota. I'm Leaf Bakken. As I screw it up every time on the radio side of the Subway sub of the game. We appreciate Subway Ada for sponsoring the sub of the game. It's time to name our Enbridge Energy player of the game. Enbridge Energy, they've completed line 3. You can check out more at enbridge.com and the work they did there. I have to give our Enbridge Energy player of the game one of our stars of the game player. You got to give it to the junior, who is Kendra Severson. She led her team in points. She had a bunch of rebounds. She had a bunch of steals. She had a bunch of blocks. I mean, what more did you need? She leads the team and brings the energy for them to work and function. And so I was really impressed with her tonight. We'll be getting to her statistics in just a little bit from Christian Motors. But your Enbridge Energy player of the game goes to Kendra Severson. That's her name. I apologize. All right, we'll be coming right back with your Christian Motors statistics, so don't go anywhere. We'll wrap things up from Waubun, Minnesota after this.
This is Jim Berkemeier, owner of R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Together with Bernie, we're inviting you to join us on a tour of Victoria, Vancouver, and the Canadian Rockies, July 14th through 23rd. On this tour, we'll visit historic Victoria, tour the breathtaking Butchert Gardens, and experience the stunning scenery of the Canadian Rockies via rails train. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ. Learn more about this tour and watch the travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure. Remember the keyword RJ.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Leaf Bakken on YourLiveEvent.com and KRJM Radio. As we take a look at the statistics for our teams here, once again, Kendra Severson led the way for her team with 31 points, according to what I have on my statistics. Then we saw Elena Bevins. She did a good job hitting 10 points tonight. She had 2 field goals. I should go back and say that Kendra had 9 field goals, and then she was also, that is 11 for 13 on the free throw line, so a good job for her. Bevins was 3 for 4 at the free throw line, had a 3-pointer and a regular field goal. Bryn MacArthur also had a field goal. We saw a good job by Nevaeh Williams, the junior. She put 5 regular good old post roll-arounds in. Then she was 5 for 7 at the free throw line. So what's that add up to? That's 15 for her. And then we saw Keyser step in, and she nailed a three-pointer from the corner. Keyser led the way in rebounding with 8, while a handful of other Thunderbirds had 6. There was a bunch of assists for a few players. The leader in steals was Severson with 5, and she had 2 blocks out of the 4. The other ones by Williams and MacArthur. On the Fertile Beltrami Falcons side, they fell 59-55, and your leader in scoring there was Erickson with 11. That was followed, so Tori Erickson, the sophomore, with 11. We saw Josie Iverson, the junior. She nailed 2 3-pointers, a field goal, and she was 1 for 2 from the free throw line. So that puts her up at 9. A good job by Rorigan, who actually, I misspoke and led the way. She did a good job, Marin Rorigan. She had 13 on the evening. 5 field goals and 3 free throws. She was 3 for 3 from the line. Saw a good job from Taylor Miller, the senior. She nailed 3 3-pointers and then had a field goal for 11 on the night. Kezia Wilson did a good job. Also sitting at 6 and 3 is 9, plus 2 is 11. So a good job for her, and then good support from Hitchin, Strem, and we saw Ponsky come in there as well, or Pinsky, excuse me. In the rebounding category, Tori Erickson doing a great job, pulling down 12 of the rebounds. In the steals category, Iverson led the way with 4, followed by Erickson with 3, and then Iverson and Erickson each had a block for their Fertile Beltrami Falcon team. So good job there, and that's a look at your Christian Motors statistics here on KRJM and yourliveevent.com. We'll be coming back in just a second. Stick with us.
Coming June 23rd through the 25th at Brainerd International Raceway, the Midwest Premier Country and Rock Festival. Lakes Jam presented by R&J Broadcasting. On the Bud Light main stage, hear John Party, Tesla, Gabby Barrett, Warrant, Kix, Mark Wills, and more. It's more than a music festival with watercross, drifting, poker tourneys, lawnmower racing, and more. For tickets and more information, visit lakesjam.com.
Welcome back on KRJM and yourliveevent.com. I'm Leif Bakken as we take a final look here at a few things for these two teams, and then we'll let you get on with your night, and I'll let Erin get on with her night. As final score of 59 for the Thunderbirds of Mahnomen Waubun, 55 for the Fertile Beltrami Falcons. In the JV game, we saw Fertile Beltrami defeat the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds 53-34. In this one, a good, well, it looked like the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds were going to take things over as they led 33-20 at halftime, but the Falcons decided they weren't going to give up, and they brought it and had the lead for a little bit there, and just kept powering through. And we heard Coach Steeney talk about how proud he is of his team, but they fell short in wanting to put together a full game. We heard how proud Coach Quall was of his team and his 6 players that made it onto the floor tonight, and all the adversity they've gone through, and what a good game for them and a big win. There was a total of, here's the big difference, 41. This is the lopsided difference, I should say. 41 total rebounds for the Falcons, 25 for the Thunderbirds, according to my statistics. Usually you convert those, and we did see the Falcons convert many of those points into, many of those rebounds into points, but kind of tough situation there. I think it comes down to the steals early on in that first half that helped things and, kind of kept that momentum moving in favor of the Thunderbirds. Well, there's kind of a look at wrapping things up. On KRJM, you'll be able to hear the late night sports with Kay Lynn. She'll have that for you, and we appreciate her efforts and everything she does for us at the studios, and we appreciate all of you for being tuned in on the radio and online. Thanks so much to Erin. Appreciate all the work you did running everything for us on the Your Live Event side of things. Thanks so much to everybody who helps out on Your Live Event and at R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, all part of R&J Sports. Your Live Event powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. KRJM, folks, please go do some business with some of the folks you heard tonight, and thank them for supporting both teams, the Falcons and the Thunderbirds. The final here from Waubun, Minnesota, 59 for the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds, 55 for the Fertile Beltrami Falcons. For the entire R&J Broadcasting crew and for Aaron here and your live event crew, I'm Leif Bakken, and until next time, we'll see you down the road.